alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Dominic Lawton can be wild. Welcome to the Bad Movie Cult.
Welcome back to the Bad Movie Cult podcast, everybody. And if you join us for the first time, hello, where the hell have you been?
But welcome anyway, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Better late than never, right? And if you never listen to us, you'll never hear this.
Yeah, or see you soon.
Yeah.
I am your host, Dominic Lawton. I am joined by my Bad Movies Sherpa, Mr. Kenby Wild.
Hello.
This week, we are taking a trip to Europe to the Euro spy genre and picking out an absolute classic. It goes by many names.
It does indeed.
O.K. Connery is one.
Yeah, that's my favourite name, I think. I think that's my favourite.
Operation Kid Brother.
Yeah. Doesn't actually sound so enjoyable, that one, does it?
No.
Sounds like a teen comedy,
Yeah.
doesn't it? You know, he's got a bit of a menace for a younger bro.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, all that kind of shit. I mean, Rory.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's about 30.
It's also known to you Mystery Science Theatre fans as Operation 0007.
What?
Play the trailer, if there even is one. If there isn't, we might play a little song.
If there isn't, we'll just sit in silence for a minute.
Neil Connery is too much. He has such beautiful friends. He has such beautiful enemies. Neil Connery is too much in Operation Kid Brother. Operation Kid Brother is too much for one mother.
Plot for you.
Yes, please.
The civilian brother of Britain's best spy must use his skills in plastic surgery, hypnotism, and lip reading.
Of course.
To stop a crime syndicate's bid for world domination.
Sometimes it's just those three skills you need, isn't it?
That's all you need. What a unusual set of skills he has.
It is, but, you know, how that brings down a crime syndicate is anyone's guess.
Is that Liam Neeson's unusual set of skills? Is that what he's talking about?
He doesn't tell us what they are. So
a remake
maybe.
of this.
Yeah. Operation Irish Brother. It could be.
Christ be Jesus.
Oh, so it is.
Couple of taglines. Oh, 3 taglines for you.
Brilliant. Let's have them.
You're going to love these.
Oh, God.
You're the exec. We've come to you. We've already pitched you.
Mamma mia! Give me some spy nonsense. There you go.
Perfect.
Thank you.
We've already pitched the idea of Sean Connery's brother in a spy film.
I like the sound of it.
Okay, we've got, first of all, such close friends, such beautiful enemies.
What the hell is that got to do with it?
Oh, Tina Turner, nice.
What was that?
Isn't that a Tina Turner song?
Not that fucking Tina Turner reference. For that bloody tagline.
Oh.
What a load of rubbish.
Right.
Next.
What's love got to do?
Hey, there's another film called that now. What's love got to do with it?
Really?
My son went to watch it at the cinema, and I thought he'd gone to watch the Tina Turner film.
The
I thought, what the
biopic.
hell's that doing back at the cinema?
Yeah.
But no, it's not. There's another film. You went to see it. He'll go watch anything.
Angela, what's her name? Bassett. Is that
Angela Lansbury.
That was it.
Tina Turner.
I love that one. That's the best biopic since Clint Eastwood as Rosa Parks.
That was Clint Howard.
Oh, of course. I always get them two mixed up. Another tagline.
Go on.
Neil Connery is too much. And isn't that the truth? I think that's more of a review that was on the poster than the tagline.
Is that, what is it? Is that, how do you spell in two?
T-O-O.
Oh, so it's just a literal
Yeah,
sense.
he's too much in this film.
Oh.
Oh, you thought like two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought because he's a double, isn't he?
Yeah.
I thought that's what the point was. No?
Nope.
Oh, that's bad. No then.
And my favourite one.
Yeah.
This is great.
Okay.
Operation Kid Brother is too much for one mother.
What?
What the fuck is that got to do with anything?
What's that?
I don't know.
It's like a blaxploitation film.
Just fuck it out. It's like something out of Black Dynamite.
That's atrocious.
Yeah.
Especially as, you know, I'd imagine they did share a mother,
Once.
the Connerys.
Yeah.
Did they not?
Some cast and crew, Ken. We have Neil Connery as himself.
Yeah, which is odd, isn't it? It's odd because Sean Connery doesn't play himself.
Yeah, he's
does
not
he?
James.
He's
not,
a character, isn't he? That's the point. Isn't
yeah.
it? Yeah.
So he's James Bond's brother, Neil Connery. Dr. Neil Connery.
Too much for one mother.
Neil Connery was working as a plasterer in Scotland until he was sacked for losing his tools.
Oh.
Because, obviously, he's Sean's brother, this made international media news at the time.
How's he lost all of his tools, though?
Who knows?
Oh, I guess we'll never find out.
No.
No wonder it was a hell of a story, that one.
Yeah.
Sean Connery's brother loses his tools. So, oh boy, what a scoop.
Pages 1 through 14 of the Scottish Herald.
Picture of no tools.
Yeah.
Peter, no tools.
Yeah.
One of his acting friends.
That was one of Ken's porn names. Terence Young, when he heard Neil interviewed with his trade union about the matter on the radio, he mentioned to Italian producer Dario Sabatello that Neil sounded like his brother Sean. And based on that, Sabatello met Neil at the Caledonian Hotel in Edinburgh to recruit him to play the lead role in this piece of shit.
Imagine if you spoke to Sean on this and you were just like, I've been approached, someone wants me to make a film. And you'd be like, oh, right, okay, what's it about? It's about you.
Yeah.
He's like, that, what? He's like, I'm playing your brother. He's like, you are my brother. He's like, yeah, I know, weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
That kind of thing, you know. And I can't imagine Sean Connery ever sitting down watching this, can you?
Well, he was asked to appear in it and flatly refused.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. And he apparently also wasn't very happy that Neil did this film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I could imagine it's just basically, hey, you're famous. I'm going to just not ride that coattail.
Yeah.
Surely, mind you, if he's a plasterer, he wasn't already doing that, was he?
No.
Who'd have thought losing his tools would have been so instrumental in this dazzling film career?
Neil recalled when he did his screen test, the crew kept saying, "O.K. Connery, OK." So that's why the title.
Really? It's a fucking hell of a song as well, isn't it? A hell of a theme tune.
Oh, fantastic.
I mean, they sing OK Connery. So, you know, I mean, I don't know if that's true.
You think Neil's lying about it all?
I think he made the whole thing
Yeah.
up.
Good thing they didn't say "you're shit, Connery," isn't it?
Fucking old Connery.
Yeah. Neil Connery's voice is dubbed by an actor with an American accent. In an interview in Cinema Retro, Neil said that he was undergoing medical treatment when the voice dubbing of the film was in progress, which meant that someone else had to do his lines. All these Euro spy films, they were all shot with no sound and then dubbed later.
So, who cares then if he sounds like him? He got the role based on him
Exactly.
sounding like Sean Connery, and then they dubbed somebody else's voice over the top. What's the fucking point of that?
Neil,
He's like, hey, he looks like him as well. Let's get someone else to play him.
yeah,
He's like, okay,
brilliant.
yeah, well done.
Of course, joining him in this little film, we have a few people from the Bond universe
A
that
whole
have been in.
host of them as
Yeah.
well. It's bloody ticking boxes all over the shop.
We've got Adolfo Celli as Mr. Thayer, aka Beta. He was Spectre agent Emilio Largo in Thunderball.
Yes. Which, incidentally, has got a great theme tune as well.
Very
That's,
good.
Tom Jones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony Dawson as Alpha. He was uncredited Blofeld in Thunderball and From Russia with Love, and he played Professor Dent in Dr. No.
Bloody all over him, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a bloody number one bad guy.
Damn right.
3 times.
Daniela Bianchi as Maya Rafis. She was Tatiana Romanov in From Russia with Love. Bernard Lee fucking is in this for some reason. He was still doing Bond at this point,
He
I
was,
think.
yeah.
As Commander Cunningham. Obviously, he is M
Yeah, playing M.
from the first
But
11.
pretending his name's Commander Cunningham.
Yeah, from the first 11 James Bond films. And Louise Maxwell as well turns up.
Yeah.
Miss Moneypenny, who's in the first 14 Bond
Yeah,
films.
she's called Maxwell in this.
Yeah. She is called Maxwell. Up to
Yeah.
A View to a Kill, 1985, she was in it from the beginning. Louise Maxwell recalled that she earned more money for the film than her combined award wage payments from all her appearances in the Bond films put together.
But she's in it more, isn't she?
Yeah.
She can just sit behind a desk
And just like
flirting
try and have sex with Sean Connery.
with the brother.
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, Ken did mention the theme tune, and let's play a little bit of it now because it kicks the film off, and it's an absolute beauty.
It really is. It's absolutely over the top right from the beginning.
she-
voice on her.
Yeah, she starts really high, and you think there's nowhere to go from here, but there is.
But there is.
She's shrieking at one point.
My TV cracked every time I try to watch this.
He thrills me, he kills me, he gives me the feeling maybe it's love. He charms me, disarms me when he looks in my eyes and tells me it's love. He haunts me. He wants me. He knows how to make a girl fall in love. He tells me he loves me, and I look in his eyes and give him my love. He seems to be the one for me, the one for me. Anyone can see he is the man for me. He seems to be the one for me.
What was your thoughts on this opening bit? Because you'd obviously never seen this before.
It was awful. It really is. It's like a song and dance bit, isn't it? It's a full female crew on a ship just doing shit.
But they're all
Rubbish.
dressed ridiculously, aren't they?
Yeah, like that's how women dress, though, isn't it? When they get together,
Yeah, they all
they
dress
wear
as...
uniforms, but they have to be skimpy, little hot pants and
Yeah.
like crop tops and shit.
Yeah, sailor hats with little pom-poms on the top.
But that's women.
Yeah. The captain, he turns up to thankfully turn the music off.
Yeah. Come on, saying, will you settle down, you lot?
Yeah, so he's become the hero of the film in my book. He stares at a light aircraft through some binoculars. The aircraft pilot, he's fingering a little box, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Just on the side there.
It's tiny, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got a tiny little box. A
Yeah.
little, like you used to get, so you could probably fit, I don't know, about a few coins in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like a roll of £5 notes.
Maybe half a ham sandwich.
Possibly, yeah, not the full one. But yeah, that's how small that box is. But he just like moves it a bit
Yeah.
and then just pats it on its box head.
Yeah, stares
He's
at it lovingly.
very happy with it where it is.
Cut to Emilio Largo. He's getting a massage.
Yeah, he's below deck in full Bond villain motif. He's inexplicably watching a video that's being projected onto the back of a naked lady. What the fucking hell's he doing?
While he's having a massage.
Why?
That's ridiculous.
Why is it being projected onto her back? That's not erotic, is it?
No.
That doesn't add anything to the fucking film.
Yeah, be better if you had like a fat woman, so you have like a
Widescreen.
Damn right.
Yeah, we just don't know what the point of that is, but he's doing it, and I imagine it's because he's rich. That's the sort of thing rich people got up to, I'm guessing.
Yeah, in the
In
60s.
the late 60s, yeah.
Sorry if we offended any of you fat people out there.
Hey, here's a hot take for you. Why is everyone so fat these days?
Oh,
Aren't they?
email in badmoviecall@gmail.com. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, walking around, looking at everyone, thinking, God, everyone's so fucking fat. What's going on? There we go. Anyway, back to the film.
That was Ken B. Wilde's Hot Takes.
Yeah, I've only just learnt what they are. I'm
Excellent.
just trying them out. That's my first one. What do you reckon?
I liked it.
Thanks very much.
Controversial.
Thanks.
This is Beta. Anyway, this guy, Mr. Thayer, also known as Beta, which is that's like a derogatory thing to call someone now, isn't it? If you're a beta.
I don't know.
Beta male.
No, but doesn't it also mean that you're experimentally new?
Experimentally nude.
You're watching videos of experimentally nude backs.
Yes.
I mean, it does though, doesn't it? So it means that you could be more progressive than an alpha.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it now
You'll
just
have to
means
ask,
that...
ask, what's his name in that bloody prison? Tate. Ask him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
He's gone fucking mental, hasn't he?
Yeah.
What's he talking about? Yeah. Anyway, crack on.
Yeah, the captain comes in, nods and fucks off again. He walks in, looks round, thank you, and then leaves.
He probably thinks, what the bloody hell's he watching that film on a back, Phil?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's like,
Yeah.
that's my wife.
It's very much actually how I live my life, this guy.
The captain.
Beta.
Just walking in,
No,
nodding
just
and leaving.
nodding and stuff. That's me at work. No. It's Mr. Thayer. This is me at home.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that why you're wearing that fucking bronze robe?
Yeah. It is indeed. Yeah, borrowed it off Seagal. me golden kimono presented to me by Big Steve.
Yeah, Beta, he gets changed into a beautiful bronze metallic robe and goes for a walk around his yacht full of women in stupid hats.
Yeah.
Is that what you rich people... We've got a lot of rich fans. I don't know if you knew this.
Yeah. And fat ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes they combine the two.
Yeah, they go hand in hand, not literally. Rich people don't go out with fat people, but... And this is very much their lives. Stupid hats, skimpy outfits, and metallic robes.
Yeah. It'll be us when we go and visit.
Yeah, it's us now. He starts watching a monitor which has a feed from the bumper of a remote-controlled car, like a
Yeah.
full-size
It's
remote-controlled
got
car.
radars and cameras everywhere, isn't it? It's very unusual. Very ridiculous as well. And massively obvious.
Yeah, the thing
Isn't
on the
it?
front,
Yeah.
fucking hell.
Yeah. And then we get to see Lois Maxwell.
We do.
She's there. She's at the airport.
The beautiful Lois Maxwell.
And what happens here is, like in Samurai Cop, when they're talking to each other, even though one of them's in a plane and they're not using a radio.
Yeah.
Well, this kind of thing happens where they wave to each other, even though he's in the air and she's on the ground. She waves and he waves back. It's just like, you can't see each other. You're fucking thousands of feet away from each other. You can't see a little wave.
Well, luckily for
Anyway.
Lois Maxwell, she has a 50-foot hand, so you can see that.
That's why she got paid more.
That's why she's always behind the desk in Bond. The desk is her hand, subtly decorated.
Yeah, it's very good of the wardrobe department.
Yes, it's Ward Jones is the man in the cockpit.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Of course it is. So important. He's got two last names as his whole name.
Yeah, and do you know who's watching all this? Bloody Mr. Thayer. He's there. He's watching it. I don't know where all of his cameras are, but he's watching it from different angles. He's
I think
front
one's
of a
in the
big
cockpit.
screen. And there's a girl who's sat next to him, and she's just messing with his hair all the way through whilst he's watching it, just like sort of like drawing circles on the back of his head. I think that's got to be annoying, hasn't it?
Could be nice.
It could be, but not just like constant. You just feel like, you fucking get off just a bit.
Yes, it's Ward Jones. He's got an important package, as we've said, and he's bringing it to Miss Maxwell. He lands his aircraft, which is then kicks into action the car.
Yeah, and hopefully the plot.
Well,
Not really, but they try. Yeah, the car suddenly starts up and approaches him. Lois Maxwell overreacts a lot to that, doesn't she? She
does.
doesn't understand what the hell's going on, but she starts running as well.
Yeah. Before the car even, passes her.
Which is, she can't outrun the car.
No.
She's got a massive hand, but she's no sprinter.
No.
It drags her down, you see.
Yeah. But luckily, she shoots a tiny pistol at the car, so I'm surprised she didn't manage to stop it. But
in other films, that would have exploded that car straight away.
Chuck or Seagal.
Exactly.
Seagal would have just looked at it and it exploded.
Well, fortunately, we do get an explosion, and it's when the car hits the aeroplane, even though it is a long, long way away, isn't it, from when we see it. Ward Joe, he just like freezes where he is. He can't get out of the plane, even though he could.
Yeah.
He just doesn't. And watches the car drive straight at him until he burns to death, just explodes.
Well, they're saying fight or flight. He literally could have took flight. Instead, he tries punching the car and it just explodes and blows him up.
Ignite or flight. And he chose ignite.
Yeah.
Silly, silly boy.
The fire department turn up in their pyjamas.
Yeah, this is after Thea then kisses the girl who's been fucking with his hair.
Yeah.
So, maybe he does like it. He's very pleased. Anyway, he watches the explosion. He's happy. I don't know where he's watching the explosion from, because wasn't the camera on the car?
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, he's watching it now from a distance. And he kisses her. And
she throws up in her mouth.
Yeah, he likes it. That's just how he lives. And then we get the first line of the film. This is the 7 minutes, 59 seconds. All of this is in silence, by the way, until now. And it's Lois Maxwell gets the first line, and she shouts, "Hurry," to the fire crew, even though it's just burst into a huge explosion, like there's any chance of him being okay. She shouts, "Hurry." Yeah, and obviously he's dead.
Yeah.
He's not alive at all. Hurrying won't do a thing.
I'm surprised he's still in one piece, to be honest. It's a massive explosion. But yeah, the fire department, they're in those little feety pajamas with, where the buttons on the arse.
Yeah.
The little flap.
Little shit flap.
Yeah, nickname in high school, maybe.
That was it.
It's pajamas and helmets, which is one of our... which is what we were called.
We had the flap at the front. That's why.
That was Pajamas and Helmets with their hit single, Flap at the Front, coming in at number 26. Also, there's a guy from Space Mutiny with a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, I'll put that. Spaceman arrives.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah. Jones is killed in the explosion, if you didn't realise. But not only that, his package is left in the... They forgot to take his package.
Yeah, but the Spaceman doesn't. Spaceman takes it. Spaceman's out of there. He's gone as well.
Yeah, drives off with it. And this turns out to be Beta's hench lady, Maya, the beautiful Daniela Bianchi.
Yes, the Spaceman is in fact a beautiful, leggy, blonde lady. Imagine that.
Yeah.
It turns out as well, she gets undressed. She takes off the space outfit. She's got a lovely dress on underneath.
Ruins it with a fucking waistcoat she puts on.
Then she opens a cupboard and the real spaceman's in the cupboard. He's been tied up.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. That really made me laugh.
Why would she even open it?
I don't know.
She wouldn't.
Just to show us that she's not really supposed to have been there, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just made me laugh that he was just in a cupboard. Or a locker or something like that. She'd just put him in there.
And now with all hope lost, they have to turn to Jones's girlfriend, Miss Yashuko.
Yeah, this bit, right? He actually says, "Now for the girlfriend, the Japanese." He's like, okay, there's a Japanese girlfriend then. And then he says, "This time, I want her alive." Like she'd previously been brought to him dead. So what do you mean this time? What's that all about?
Yeah.
And he says, "Because I have questions." And it's like, that would make sense. Then,
once we brought her to you dead, we can't really bring her back to you alive.
Yeah, will you stop bringing me dead people? Yeah, but that's what he says. This time I want her alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's a bit of a weird line, but if it's all dubbed, we'll give him the slack that he deserves.
I did make the note that I love Beta's bad guy music. Dun, 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 dun.
Which is so close to Bond, but just sort of deviates very, very slightly, doesn't it?
Yeah. And this is maybe my favourite scene of the whole film. It's our introduction to Dr. Neil Connery. He's at a cosmetic surgeon's, what is it, conference, I guess?
Yeah, it's just like a convention, isn't it? He's doing some sort of like exhibition of his surgery.
Yeah, he's a cosmetic surgeon who uses hypnotism, of course. And he's got Miss Yashuko here as a sort of model for how great he is. Maya turns up with a polar bear on her head and sits at the back of the room to observe this.
There is a hubbub, isn't there, when he reveals the face of the Japanese burns victim that he's perfectly reconstructed. And everyone's like, "Ooh, it's a miracle! It's a miracle! Oh, wow!" And all that. And you think,
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that bad. He shows everyone Yashuko's face. He credits not only his own skills as a surgeon, but an ancient Tibetan technique called the hypnotic process of total recall.
Total Recall, everybody.
You idiot! You blew my cover, Miss Yashuko.
Somebody shouts from the back.
Miss Yashuko, Arnie, you blew my cover!
And then her head separates by into sections. Bloody Arnie's in there. They'll kill us all! Sadly not.
He says that it allows them to do intrusive medical procedures with the patient, giving over complete control of their subconscious.
Yeah.
You buying this so far?
I'm not sure what use that is in surgery. You could just use anaesthetic.
Exactly. Why the fuck?
What have you got to mess with their subconscious for?
Why does she need
You've
to...
got total control over them if they're knocked out.
Yep, you're on it.
No further questions.
Yeah, why would you even need to know, like, total recall if you're just fixing a face? You're a plastic surgeon.
No, exactly. You wouldn't. But he's a mystical man, isn't he? He's got many skills. For instance, surgery, hypnotism, and we've yet to discover that third one. But it's not long coming.
Yeah. We've got a blatant paedophile who puts his hand up next
Yeah.
and asks a question in a foreign language, but thankfully Neil Connery is proficient in this language.
Yeah, because there's no subtitles, and I thought, shit, am I supposed to get subtitles on this? But no, we don't know what he says. But but Neil, that's how confusing it is.
Sean is asking the question.
Excuse me, what the fuck? What's this hypnotism? No, he's not that. He's yeah, he just asks a question, doesn't he? But he tells us what he asked because, as Dom said, he's also proficient in different languages.
Yeah, he is.
Of course he is. He's a bloody plastic surgeon.
Basically, the man asked him to demonstrate the hypnosis of total recall. The geek sitting next to Maya whispers to her that she should try it, and it's now is my favourite lines of dialogue in the whole film.
Yeah.
Because he says that, and then Neil Connery in his broad Scottish accent says, "No, not the young lady." And the guy says, "Oh, excuse me, doctor. I really thought that I was just whispering." And Neil's response,
Go on, Neil.
"Actually, it's my fault. I didn't hear you, but I'm capable of lip reading."
That's right. That's his third skill.
Oh, God. Actually, it's my fault. What a fucking idiot.
Look at that. In 5 minutes, he's given us his three main skill sets there. Plastic surgery, unbelievable hypnotism, and pointless lip reading.
Why the fuck did he learn that? Why would that come in handy as a cosmetic surgeon?
As if the hypnotism doesn't work.
Just read what someone else is saying in a different room.
Going like this. Ow.
Yeah.
My face.
Actually, it's my fault. I'm operating on you. He explains the lady has unusual willpower, so wouldn't be a suitable subject as it would take too long.
Yeah, instead I'll try it on this Japanese woman
Yeah.
that I've already done it on.
Yeah.
Who's potentially just a stooge on stage that I'm pretending that worked on.
Stooge on stage.
Yeah, Iggy Pop.
We get close up on their eyes whilst Maya calls in the henchman.
Yeah, we do get on our eyes a lot, don't
Yeah.
we? That's like whenever there's hypnotism, which happens far too often, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he bridges his fingers, doesn't he? That's how you know.
Yeah,
He's hypnotising.
yeah, which is ridiculous as well.
And says nothing and just stares at you. So I imagine how long it took to learn that technique.
Imagine how much time you'd need in order to even catch someone's eye for that long. You'd just be like, what are you doing? And that's it. You wouldn't stare back at him.
No.
Even if it is Neil Connery.
They all get out the elevator. And my note is, have you ever seen a bigger bunch of fucks in your life than the henchmen that get off this elevator? They look just like stepped out of Andy Warhol's factory.
They're disguised as the press.
Yes, apparently. Got a little, like, press hat
They
with
all
a bit
come
of paper
out,
in the
come out with
side.
big flash bulbs and cameras, don't they,
Yeah.
to take a photograph of this Japanese lady. It's like, and that doesn't seem odd to anybody, that they've just suddenly burst into the room, like in press outfits, taking photographs of stuff.
Yeah, and he's like, not now, not now. He does explain that Yoshiko can now remember every memory from when she was first born until now, thanks to him and his Tibetan hypnosis.
Useful.
As they're doing all the flashbulb stuff, and it's blinding Neil Connery, someone tries to pick her up, take her away, Yoshiko, and Neil Connery's like, absolutely not.
Not on my watch.
A brawl breaks out.
Yeah. You ever seen the like of this in a plastic surgeons convention?
Happens all the time.
Those bloody surgeons, they don't need much provocation to suddenly get involved in a brawl.
Yeah,
They're all
exactly.
sat there watching some hypnosis bullshit that's got nothing to do with their profession. And suddenly there's brawling with the press in the middle of a kidnap attempt. But they adapt to it really quickly.
I like it.
And it's like a Wild West saloon fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, bloody surgeons. They're madmen.
Connery helps Yoshiko, and by help I mean he slaps her across the face.
Oh yeah, she was hypnotised, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She was in a daze because of him.
He hypnotizes the boat captain who had a gun on him and makes him look up so he
Yeah.
can punch him in the face.
Yeah, bit weird, but that.
There's a massive brawl breaking out, and Connery's there with his fingers bridged, just staring at this.
Hypnotising people. Somebody hit him over the back of the head. So, what a waste of everyone's time.
Yoshiko does manage to escape thanks to Sean Connery's brother Neil, and heads outside where she's actually then kidnapped by Maxwell instead.
By Lois Maxwell, of all people. Scoops her up with a massive hand.
Yeah.
Pops her in a car and off they go.
Maya watches them drive off from the window where the brawl's taking place. I've got a note here that Connery kills a
He
man
kills a man.
with a judo chop.
Yep. Kills him.
This man is dead, says Maya. And he says, yes, unfortunately, I find myself distracted.
Yeah, and I used the fatal move.
Yeah.
It's a Tibetan move again, wasn't it?
I said, of
Bloody
course.
mad, these Tibetans.
I said, I've written a note. Of course, it's not just a judo chop when it comes to Neil Connery. He's used an ancient technique called the sublime atemi.
That mad bastard.
And she says, don't tell me, Doctor, that there is anything that will be able to distract you, because, like, he got punched in the face looking at her, looking out the window. And he got punched in the face, and he said that, oh, my jaw hurts. I'm Neil Connery. And she says, there's nothing that would be able to distract you. And he says, why, yes. Like a charming girl keeps gazing out of the window while a brawl is going on. And she said, excuse me, Doctor, I really thought that I was just glancing out of the window. And he says, actually, it's my fault. I'm capable of seeing things.
I was watching you.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and then she says, well, this is bollocks, isn't it? And she just leaves.
Yeah.
And he goes, fair enough. Maybe we could have a drink. She's like, no. And that's the end of that.
He does a little bit of flirty, though.
He does try, doesn't he? He makes me feel sick every time he does it.
Because he's like, he hurts his jaw. He wants her to make it up to him. She says, what do you suggest? And he says, I don't think you should look at... he says, what do you suggest? And she says, I don't think you should look at me that way, Doctor. It's not fair.
Yeah, because he's trying to hypnotise her because he's a date rapist. Oh, Neil.
No, what's he
It's
like?
too much.
Yeah.
It's the tagline suggested.
At least the real James Bond just tries to get him drunk first.
Exactly.
He doesn't try hypnosis.
Quite right.
Is this the greatest introduction to a spy in any movie, Ken?
I think it's got to be.
Just all of his skills out in the open straight away.
Yep, 1, 2, 3. I'm a plastic surgeon. I'm a hypnotist. Hang on a minute, I can lip read.
I was a plasterer, but I lost all my tools.
Lost me tools. I was distracted by a woman looking out of a window. Got myself punched in the face, but I killed him. Still, what's next? Films? You betcha.
We meet M from Bond now. Here he is.
Yeah, hello.
He's chatting to Beta, as well as a woman called Mildred.
This is Mildred. We're at an art auction now in Monte Carlo.
Yeah, Mildred's another female henchman. And we basically just get to sit and watch an auction. Beta's trying to buy a statue of... Is it Jace?
Perseus.
Perseus,
Perseus holding the head of Medusa, of all things. It's fucking life-size.
It's massive.
What the fuck would you want that for? It's the full man-sized bloody statue. Might as well be a real man, like in the middle of a tourist attraction, painted bronze.
Yeah, he moves when you put money in the thing. Yeah,
It's just like, what? Anyway, yeah, someone from the museum's here, so they'll probably want it. He's like, well, yeah, that's where it should be, surely.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, he wants it as well. Beta wants it.
Yeah, he bids $900,000 for it, for that.
Yeah, it was starting at 500,000. Everyone's like, oh, but no, it's fine because he's got the money, hasn't he? Because he's an evil villain.
Yeah.
Loads of bloody money.
He thinks he's won, but at the last minute, someone pipes up with a 905,000 bid.
Yeah, imagine not being able just to top 5.
Yeah.
He went up, what was it? It was about 700, was it?
Yeah.
And then he just went, $900,000. And it was like...
One guy just shoots himself in the head at that.
Shoots his dick off.
Yeah, Ben Affleck in the crowd. It's Alpha that's bid.
Yeah.
Alpha.
The thing is, we don't know who it is at this point, do we? 'Cause
No.
we don't know any relationship. He just looks around, just like... He actually gets out of his seat, because I don't know if he can look around as much. So he just stands up and turns around fully.
He's got a little monocle.
Yeah, he has. Well, he's a Bond villain, isn't he?
Yeah, you don't see them very often.
Not unless you're in a Bond film,
Yeah.
which he thinks he is. Probably was told he was.
Yeah.
But yeah, he turns around, and it's this other guy, who we later find out is Alpha. And he's just stood at the back.
Smirking.
And he gives us a little cheeky nod to him. And yeah, he's outbid.
He's tap dancing in the background.
He's just outbid straight away. No, he can't top that. He hasn't got $6,000 more, has he?
No.
So he can't outbid the 5,000 increment. It's a shame. But,
Cold stare between the two men.
Yeah. Tension. A precursor for later on. Anyway, but at the time, we don't know who the fuck it is. Just someone else has bought it. That's as far as we get with that plot.
We got another of Thea's hench ladies called Krayendorf.
Nice.
Yeah. She's disguised as a nun.
Well, so's Maya. Maya's a fucking nun. All
Yeah.
of us. We just cut straight to Maya, who's now a nun.
Yeah.
On a walkie-talkie to another nun.
Yeah. That's how they communicate.
It's brilliant.
nuns. Basically, she's infiltrating the hospital where Yashuko's being held and pumps gas into her room to knock her out.
She was already asleep, though, wasn't she?
Yeah, she woke up
so
to,
it was- yeah.
oh, gas, and then went back to sleep.
Yeah, a bit pointless.
Intercut with this, we have Dr. Connery meets Maxwell and her boss, Commander Cunningham.
Yeah, it's M again, isn't it? He's back.
Yeah, Bernard Lee, here he is. They mention that he resembles his brother, because, as you know, James Bond is his brother, but he's called Neil Connery.
Yeah, we don't get to hear the name James Bond, of course. No, so that's never mentioned, nor is 007.
They tried to.
Yeah, they do throw in a little bit, don't they? As a comedy, I guess. But yeah, he doesn't actually mention it. He just mentions his brother being our best agent.
So, it is you, the brother. That's what he said. Billy Blanks is there.
He's sending him to hell.
Maxwell tells Neil he isn't as good looking as his brother, which is nice, unprovoked.
Yeah, she's right, though.
Yeah.
You know,
Unfortunately.
she's been up close with both of them now, hasn't
For
she?
Neil.
So, you know.
He has got a ridiculous, magician's facial hair, though, hasn't he, in this?
Yeah. She does suggest that he removes it.
Yeah.
She says, you need to shave that shit off.
Yeah, you're
And
ridiculous.
And he says, no, I'm attached to it. And it was like, there's a beard attached to it. Very good.
They explained that Jones had wanted to sell them the package and that he had asked them to protect Yashuko, as she had also had access to relevant information. As this is going on, Krayendorf kills an agent who's looking after Yashuko shoots a knife at him.
Yeah, like Jim Carter, all over again.
It is,
Bloody
yeah.
projectile knife blade.
Nice.
It's it's a bit weird because we don't even know where the fuck she's being kept.
No.
We don't know where this bit is happening. But anyway, yeah. So he's dead. He's a man down. That's nuns, you see. You trust nuns, don't you?
Yeah. I do.
Unless they're working on a Sunday, as Magnum showed us. Don't work Sundays, do they? Shoot them dead straight away. He ain't messing about. If he'd have been there, it'd have been a different story. With Tom Selleck's brother. If he'd have Tim.
Tim Selleck.
Tim Selleck, yeah.
Tim Selleck, Neil Connery,
It'd been a whole bloody lot.
Clint Howard. Who else we got?
Don Swayze. He'd have been in.
Yeah. Fucking, what's his face? From Werewolf.
Oh, Joe Estevez.
Joe Estevez.
Yeah, as Pappy.
As Pappy.
Yeah, we get the whole lot.
Brilliant.
I've got a film with Don Swayze, Chad McQueen. I can't remember who the other one is.
Don Swayze.
Honestly, it's brilliant. Aaron Norris, he could be in it.
Aaron Norris.
Yeah, we get him in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, get some
Tom Hanks's brother.
Colin. Yeah.
Is that his son?
Colin, I think Colin is his brother. I don't know. Unless I've just made that up. It sounds right. I sounded very confident with it.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, I think his name is Colin.
Is it not Hank?
Hanks. It's quite difficult to say, isn't it?
Neil Connery believes that Jones has transferred the data to Yashuko using a form of hypnosis that Connery himself
has already shown us. So, what are the bloody chances of this little pilot guy?
Well, he trained him it whilst he was in Japan.
Fucking hell.
Cunningham demands that Connery, who is an expert in the field, help them to retrieve the information.
Sadly, he's not in a field, so he says no. You have to send him into one.
Connery refuses, but then he's reminded that he killed a man with a judo ancient Tibetan chop.
Yeah, he's like, oh, shit.
That sounds delicious, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Tibetan chop.
Tibetan chop.
Oh, nice.
It's Salt Bay. He could make that for you, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. He reluctantly agrees to help in exchange for the police investigation being dropped into the killing of a man. They find the dead agent.
Yeah, all of this actually is interspersed with the kidnap of what's her name? Yashuko's kidnapping in an elaborate harness and winching system.
That's fucking fantastic.
What the bloody hell? They've already killed the guy. Why don't they just carry her?
Yeah, just throw her out the window.
Why don't they just send Robert Starr in a fucking trolley?
In a bin.
He'd have got him out of there.
He'd have killed her though. They can't bring her in dead, remember?
Oh yeah, this time.
That's who brought her in last time, Zadar. Fucking
bloody killing machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they she this nun fires a fucking like rope into a board that's been unloaded from an ambulance outside, and then it winches the woman's body up into the sheet and then slowly rolls her down the wire into an ambulance. What's the point?
It's very elaborate.
You just send two people up to the room and carry her on a stretcher.
Send another nun.
Yeah, but you put her on a gurney and actually just wheel her out.
Well, she's in a hospital bed. Just roll the fucking bed out.
Yeah, but honestly, it's such an elaborate way of doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was almost there thinking, I can't wait to get back to Neil Connery.
Yeah. Which no one's ever said.
Yeah, and he's so Ward Jones has learned the yogi techniques of hypnosis.
Yeah,
and has used Yashuko's brain as an impregnable safe. I was like, what the fucking hell are you talking about?
You know that wire thing that she uses to winch her down?
Yeah,
that reminds me of. Have you ever seen the Batman with
the Batman?
So Batman
Adam
with
West.
Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson.
No, I've never heard of it.
When they're in the art gallery, he fires this thing across.
Yeah.
That's reminded me of that.
Yeah, he thought he was going to shoot him in the face, didn't he?
Yeah.
He thought that was curtains for the Joker.
Where does he get such wonderful toys?
That's it. Yes. Why did they get a
Love Shack, baby? And they all start dancing. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So he's used her brain like an impregnable safe. He's told her everything that he knows, but she doesn't know that she knows because he's locked it away using hypnosis. It's fucking pointless, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, thankfully he has done that, though, because he's dead. So at least somebody knows about it. She just doesn't know she knows about it. Anyone with me? You still here? How does he know that she knows about it but doesn't know about it? How's Neil Connery fucking know this?
Because he's a plastic surgeon, Ken. That's why.
He's a bloody plasterer with no tools.
Yeah, exactly. Useless.
Anyway, yeah, that's what we find out. Anyway, that's what's happening. So that's why they need her, ladies and gentlemen out there. That's why we need her.
Yes.
Right.
They find the dead agent on the floor, and luckily, like aeroplanes, all agents have a black box.
I enjoyed the fact that they walk up to him, see that he's dead on the floor. Not until they get right next to him, obviously. I think he's probably just having a sleep.
Yeah.
But then they look at him and say, this man's dead. And Lois Maxwell just says, any clues? He's like, well, yes, as luck would have it, yes.
The body.
Yeah, and he's wearing a camera that's strapped to a flower that he kept messing with whilst he was looking at the nun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's actually a camera. It's not a video camera. It's just taking photographs, which is why he kept touching the flower, I guess, just taking a photograph of a nun, which didn't arouse any suspicion.
Yep. And they find out that the last face he saw was of Kryendorf, and that's when they mentioned Thanatos.
Yeah, which is evil.
Yeah, spelled backwards.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Thayer and Kryendorf, they're both part of Thanatos. It's an organisation led by Alpha, as we mentioned, Anthony Dawson. And Thayer, who's Beta, is second in command. It makes sense, right? Alpha, Beta?
I guess so, yeah.
Thanatos' headquarters are in a cave underneath a shed in the grounds of a castle.
A castle, yeah. Why doesn't he just use the castle?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he use the castle? Because that's got more space in it, hasn't it? Why have you got to build an underground lair when you've got a fucking castle that you can't get to anyway unless you're in a chopper? That's surely secluded enough. What's the castle used for? Entertaining guests. I would keep my evil ways separated from my tourist business. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, he's built himself a fucking lair underground, hasn't he? He's got the evil council are having a meeting, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
Alpha's explaining that the organisation is approaching the climax of Operation Blackmail.
It's a fucking subtle name.
I was going to say it's a bit on the nose.
I don't know what that's all about. Anyway, Beta turns up late. 3 minutes late he is, and just says, yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's okay, all right? Yeah, no worries.
It's
It's a bit weird. Yeah, it's like, yeah, just add it to the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Just work it back when you can.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. All by the book.
But it is Operation Blackmail, is it?
What is that? Yeah, what is Operation Blackmail, Tom?
It's Carl Weathers.
That's it. Trying to get him on side.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Operation Blackmail.
If he was just in like a fucking glass case. It's just Carl Weathers in a tuxedo.
His Action Jackson.
That would be brilliant. That.
Yeah. No, it's about make all the envelopes of all the posts in the world is going to be black. I believe.
We could change the world. We're the only ones that can fund and provide the black paper for the envelopes.
Yes.
It would be a monopoly on the mail system.
Yes.
Yes, well done. Excellent work, Alpha.
Or it's to extort the world's gold reserves for the benefit of Thanatos. But they're being delayed because of their inability to obtain an atomic nucleus.
Yes.
What the fuck is that?
I've actually looked up what an atomic nucleus is.
Oh, go on.
It's this fucking tiny little thing in an atom.
Nice.
It's the centre of the atom.
Is that what they need?
No, of course it isn't. You don't fucking get one of those, can you? It's like everything's made of atoms, yeah, and every atom's got a nucleus. So no, they can't just get one.
Oh.
They're fucking all over the place.
They've
You
already
can't even
got one.
see one. You can't even see them.
Yeah.
They're fucking minuscule. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, that's what they say they want. Anyway, it didn't make any sense.
They turn to Gamma anyway, who does like an amazing Larry impression.
Yeah, I think they only turn to Gamma because that's the only other one that anyone knows, isn't it? Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. Everything else, everyone's just like, fuck, I don't know any more of that Greek shit.
Yeah.
It's like, that's it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, it could have been. It could have been Bill Bixby, couldn't it? Gamma. That would have been nice.
That would have been
That'd
nice.
fantastic, that.
Yeah, he just starts getting really angry.
Yeah, it's just his eyes start to go.
Yeah.
I shit myself like I used to as a kid.
Yeah.
When that happened. Yeah, that didn't happen, unfortunately, not in this film.
So, like, I think, like, Beta was in charge of killing Ward Jones, and Gamma was responsible for getting an atomic nucleus. So I'm not sure that's an equal division of labour.
It's not really. Not well, if you just like drive a remote-controlled car into an aeroplane.
Exactly.
He could have done that from home. Well, he was. Didn't he? He didn't do it from work, did he? He was just on his yacht.
Yeah.
With a lady.
Yeah.
Fondling his follicles.
Nice.
Yes.
But Gamma can't do it. He's responsible for this part, and it's being delayed. So therefore, there's no other option but to kill himself.
Yeah.
And it's the most surreal way I've ever seen someone get killed.
He gives him a hammer.
Yeah, you better take
You
this.
may need this.
He's given a gun to shoot himself when instead he tries to shoot Alpha instead.
Yeah.
Then he sits down.
That's because it's not loaded.
Yeah.
Alpha's not giving him a loaded gun. It's not his first bloody rodeo, is it?
No.
What do you think happened from C to bloody F? He's already killed them all, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I had to think there what the alphabet was.
Nice.
Sorry about the pause there. Yeah, of course he has. I mean, that's why he's tried. He said, "I've tried. I tried my best." And he says, "You tried and failed." He says, "Like, yeah, you shouldn't say best,
Yeah.
because that means that you've got nothing else to give, have you? You fucked it up, and that's the end of that." Yeah. So anyway, yeah, he does. He tries to shoot Alpha, but the gun's not loaded. He's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. Then he sits down again, has a drink, as if trying to play it off.
Yeah, he's just like, "Well, here we go."
Yeah.
Only joking.
Alpha calls him a fool. You're a fool. You're a flipping fool. And then some terrible acting as Gamma convulses and dies a shitty death in his chair.
Yeah, it's poisoned. That water that he inexplicably poured himself to drink just at the moment of a failed assassination.
He just sat down casually like he didn't mean to do it.
It was poison all along.
With Brett Michaels.
Every rose has its thorn.
Has its atomic nucleus.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, so now he is dead. Gamma's dead by his own volition, as he wanted. But, yeah. Well, it just goes to show that Alpha's always one step ahead.
My God.
And if that wasn't bloody obvious enough, he's got this big statue of fucking Perseus right in the bloody lair.
Yeah,
hasn't
right
he?
by the doors.
Yeah.
A shit place
You
to
just
put
like
it.
walking in, just thinking, oh, Jesus Christ,
Exactly.
it's fucking massive. What's that doing? It's right in the way.
Beta and Alpha, they have a chat about the good guys and that they have enlisted the help of the brother of the famous agent 00, and then Alpha cuts him
Yeah,
off.
he's like, yes.
It's like, yes, I've heard, a most disagreeable family. He tells Beta to take over from Gamma in retrieving the atomic nucleus. And Beta's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
He's like, fucking, I've done my bit.
Yeah.
I'm going on holiday.
Why don't you do something?
Yeah, instead of just bidding on this fucking piece of shit artwork, yeah.
Beta, anyway, he meets Connery.
Of course he does, and where better to meet him than at an archery competition, which it wasn't mentioned, but is also one of Neil Connery's super skills.
Yes.
Archery.
Connery is sporting a kilt and tam o' shanter.
Yeah, he's got a full fucking Scotsman, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's still in Monte Carlo, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a foxy dress like this. Why?
Why does Monte Carlo have an archery competition?
I don't know. But he has.
They're both experts at archery, as it turns out. And whilst they're there, two of Thea's hench ladies, Maya and Mildred.
They only have one shot each in this archery competition.
Yeah, good
And
shots, though.
Yeah, they're both good shots, and that seems to be the end of the tournament.
Just walked off together,
They're
don't
just
they?
like, oh, that was good.
Okay. Did I overdress for this?
And then
Connery
they
says?
have a little chat about the plot.
Yeah.
Just discussing what's going on, but obviously neither of them knowing or letting on that they know who the other one is. I don't know if Neil does know, to be honest. I don't think he does
no.
he? No. Obviously Thea knows. He's an evil bloody mastermind, isn't he? He knows this shit.
Looks just like the brother of Agent
Zero.
That's enough of that, Ken.
Ah, fuck that. Anyway, they have a chat about the plot and then say, right, see you in the final. Yeah, and then that's it. Alpha is trying to urgently contact Beta. And Beta's just like, fuck it off. I'll ring him back when I want to.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that. I'm busy, look. I'm archerying.
Yeah.
No, bloody archerying over here. Yeah, Mildred, go and flirt with Connery.
When she goes over to join him, I like her. We join in mid-conversation. and he's telling someone how capable he is of archery and saying he has 5 cups at home.
Yeah, he doesn't even want another one. Doesn't even want to win it.
Yeah.
He said, I think you'll win this. He goes, I don't want to. He said, well, fucking enter the competition then.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not why you're here. You're here for the bloody seminar you were giving, weren't you? You're not here for the archery competition, so don't fucking go for it. You know, you're not going to win it if you're not here. That's what the other guy says. So well, fuck off then.
Yeah, Ken was the other guy.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, fair point, actually.
Connery had actually turned away at this point, chatting to Mildred, and Ken was still doing that
I
monologue.
mean, what's the point? You come here, you don't want to win it. It's like, we got people who do want to win it who haven't been able to enter this competition because all the spaces were filled by people like you, Neil Connery, you fucking hypnotist.
In a derogatory term.
Turning up
You
here with your lip
fucking
reading,
hypnotist.
with your lip reading bollocks, whilst we're all trying to fire arrows at shit. Look at you. Where's your tools, Connery? Yeah.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
He speaks to Maya as well at one point and invites her for dinner tonight. But we get the Cunningham cock block.
Of course it is.
He turns
a
up.
classic move from Bernard Lee.
And he tells him, you got to fuck off to Malaga. Because
Yep.
that's where Yashuko is.
He's just like, I ain't going to Malaga.
Yeah.
That's what he says. And he says, yes. He says here, I've got a letter here
Lovely bunch of
the...
coconuts.
Yeah, he says, you have, you're right. And he says, look, I've got a letter here from the Minister of Health who ordered you to be in my care. Because that's what he can do. The Minister of Health could order plastic surgeons to be spies. And that's just something he can. It's just part of the decree that they can give. And he's like, oh...
Yeah,
Okay.
remember you killed that man.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, then I'll go to Malaga. Fucking hell.
They turn up in Spain, actually, Connery and Maxwell.
Before he goes, he does get Mildred. Mildred's there. She's been tasked with flirting with him, and he's going to Malaga, so that seems like a fucking waste of everyone's time. But before he goes, Mildred is crawling about on all fours looking for something. And he sees her and just goes, ooh, I've seen something I fancy. And she's looking for a massive fucking bow that's inexplicably fallen off the dress she's wearing.
Yeah.
Anyway, finds it because it's fucking massive. And just puts it on. Says, right. She goes, how can I ever repay you? And he goes, you can't. I'm fucking off to Malaga. And she's like, all right, see you then. And then they go straight to Malaga. Cut to Malaga.
Some sort of street party going on with terrible music.
The fucking Beach Boys wannabes ripping off all that shit, just having a bit of a dance. Is it at the airport, is it?
Yeah.
That's what happens as soon as you get off the plane. Everyone's dancing and singing in Malaga. Anyway, I don't believe that.
The Beach Hombres, they're called.
But hang on a minute. Who the fuck is this crawling about on all fours? It's fucking Mildred.
With a flamingo on her head.
How's she got to Malaga before he has? She didn't even know he was going until he told her, bollocks, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And suddenly she's already in Malaga and she's already lost something else. She's a fucking liability, isn't she?
What do you think to that hat she's wearing? You like that?
Beautiful. It really sets off her tits.
She's got like cotton candy on her head.
Yeah, what the hell? I don't know what she's wearing that for. And I don't know how she got there.
Yeah.
But she's both. There it is. And then some idiot turns up and says, sorry, I'm late. It's my wedding day. Like, don't give a shit, mate.
Yeah, Maxwell's like, enough of that shit.
Yeah, enough of that shit. You can keep mentioning it as long as you like, which he does. No one cares once.
This is Juan.
It is, yeah. Juan.
Yeah. They find Yashuko's body somewhere.
Yeah, they go to a bullfighting arena.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no, she's dead, look. And Neil Connery goes, oh, hang on, no, she's not her.
Yeah, he's proficient in also spotting body doubles.
Yeah.
Maxwell says...
He says, that's not her because I know her face because I've been in it.
Yeah, Maxwell says, are you sure? And he says, positive. I know her pretty well. I've operated on her face.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, okay then. That was a waste of everyone's time. Everyone back out.
Yeah, back home.
Yeah, off to the hotel. Yeah, you'll never guess who's at the hotel, crawling around on all fours looking for something. It's fucking Mildred. What a high maintenance bastard she is. She can't fucking keep hold of anything.
Well,
Give
yeah.
her anything, she'll drop it immediately and just like look for it.
High risk of falls, apparently, as well. Got to be careful with her.
She's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, it's Cleavage Galore, which should have been her name.
Yeah.
She's looking for her lighter at this point. She's dropped her bloody lighter this time. Finds it. They have a kiss. And he immediately hypnotizes her like the filthy rapist he is.
Let's take a break on that.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Yep, hypnotizes her instantly because he does that shit with his fingers. You know, nothing sexy on this one. And just stares at her. So we get some close-ups of eyes. And then he just goes, "Who sent you? Who's in charge? What's the plan?" And she just says, "I don't know." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Where's Yashuko?" And she tells him that. And he says, "Is she guarded?" And he goes, "Yeah." And then Maxwell walks in, cock blocks, because he's going for a hypnotic sexual act. She comes in, says, "Oi, pack that shit in."
She says, "Well, well, well." She says, "I guess no one in your family is a rank amateur."
A wank amateur. Is what she
That
said.
was Ken's first porn film.
And introducing Can Be Wild.
There's plenty no tool.
Yes, that was it. Wank amateur.
And then Juan says, "And to think this was supposed to be my wedding night." And Maxwell's like,
shut the fuck up about your wedding. Thanks for coming in. But, you know, we needed you. It's in Malaga. It's not like you're on fucking call every night, is it?
Yeah.
It's the first time we've ever been here, you dick.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about your wedding and your shitty little wife.
Yeah, your shitty wife Conchita. Whatever her fucking name is you keep saying. And he's like, "That's fair enough. I apologise."
Shut up.
Just slaps him to the floor.
Yashuko, she's getting tortured by Krayendorf.
Yeah, I think the torture, it looks horrific. It involves a bright light being on her.
Like a red light.
Yeah, and that's it.
And then a white light. And then a yellow light.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, and...
She's like, "No, God, no."
what's her name, this nun?
Krayendorf.
Krayendorf. She's an odd torturer who simply says, "Come and live with me." That's what she says she's going to do. She's going to take her home and make her live with her.
Yeah, like a princess.
That's not torture.
Yeah, lesbionics.
Yeah, but it's not torture, though, is it, that? But the lesbionics in the old in Malaga.
Yeah. Lesbionics. That could be like a robot race of women in
Of
one
lesbians.
of our sci-fi. Yeah. In one of our sci-fi pictures.
Yeah. Lesbionics, the robotic lesbians.
Connery, he fires a fucking arrow. Wait, no, that's later. No, is that now? They infiltrate the fucking base or some shit?
Well, first of all, the henchmen of, what's her name? Krayendorf.
Oh, yeah, they're dressed in little sailors.
The henchmen have got a uniform. They've got little red cable knit turtleneck sweaters and a beret.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good look.
It's always good to have a beret. As
Blue
part,
beret.
as part of your uniform as a henchman, isn't
One
it?
guy's fucking massive.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Yeah, and then do we cut to Connery?
Yeah. She says, "Tell me what you know, and I will reward you in ways you can't imagine." That's not torture. That's just that's bribery.
Yeah.
Operation Bribery, it should have been called. And she says, "You will live with me like a princess." And you think, that's not how it works. Imagine if she said that to everybody she tortured. You know, fucking loads of people living at her house, all dressed as princesses. Mind you, she might like that. Lesbionics.
Absolutely.
Anyway, yes, now we get Connery. Connery, Maxwell, and a gang have inexplicably disguised themselves as gardeners to infiltrate this area.
He looks like the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz in this bit.
Yeah, he's very fucking ridiculous, to be honest. All of them look stupid. But he gets the arrow, because they've got a gun turret, haven't they? Which is, subtle. If you've got a secret camp, you've got a gun turret. And the only way to like disengage the gun turret is by firing an arrow into the. This is all Neil Connery's plan, by the way.
Yeah, the plastic surgeon.
Yeah. You know, he's firing it into the electrical
Matrix
box, and it will short circuit and disconnect the gun turret that's run on electricity or some shit.
Yeah, and the electric fence that's protecting the castle.
Yeah, so basically, he's just going to turn the electric off.
Yeah,
But he's going to use an arrow in which to do it, and he's going to run an electrical current through the arrow, which will short circuit too.
Oh, that's my favourite of the short circuit series.
Yeah, so he brings that in. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, he's a plastic surgeon, but he does. He fucking fires this arrow. Well, as soon as that explodes,
it alerts fucking everyone.
Yeah, she shouts for Kreyendorf, assemble the berets, she shouts, and multiple berets come out, and there's an all-out fucking gunfight, and it's one guy's got a fucking flamethrower.
Exactly what I've written.
What the fuck?
One guy even has a fucking flamethrower. Is my note.
Flamethrower.
He's not doing
near
anything.
anybody.
He's just in the background walking away, flamethrowing nothing.
It's just not even close enough for the flamethrower. They've got arrows and guns. And
Machine guns.
He's got a flamethrower. He's got to sneak up on them first.
In this big tank on his back.
Anyway, yeah, it was great. I loved the fucking flamethrower.
Me too.
Anyway, this was wedding bloke, whoever it is that's going to get married.
Juan,
he nearly gets projectile knifed, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Because he stood there just like, oh, it's my wedding. And she goes to projectile knife him, and blocked, and then the nun's killed. She's dead.
Yeah, Kreyendorf. She's hiding behind Yashuko.
Yeah.
But it's Wan who kills her, not like Neil.
No.
It's Wan.
It's a shame.
And then Neil rescues Yashuko. And then using his hypnosis, he manages to access the information.
Yeah, exactly what they want to know.
Something about Code 22.
I don't know.
Something about Tetuan.
Yeah, Tetuan.
Tetuan.
No, Tetuan.
Tetuan.
I think it's what she says. You know, like when you've finally accessed the mind of Total Recall using your Tibetan techniques, and all you get is some fucking garbled gibberish. You just think, what was the point of that?
Yeah.
He gets two cryptic lines that the blind work and die in Tetuan. It's like, what the fuck does that mean? Why on earth would he put that in her mind when it doesn't even mean anything anyway? Surely if her mind can be used as an impenetrable safe, as he said it could be, why isn't it filled with exact specific location and detail?
Just another cryptic clue.
But instead it's just like, the blind work in Tetuan. The blind die in Tetuan. He's like, what the fuck are you on about? And then releases her from hypnosis, just as Mildred shoots her. Mildred's now dressed as a sex bot from Austin Powers.
Yeah.
I thought. Like leather outfit. I liked it. Very much so.
Yeah. They were called fembots. They were sex bots in your...
yeah, wank amateur.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell you what, I progressed well through that. I wasn't an amateur for long with the sex bots.
Unfortunately, Mildred falls into the trap that they all fall into in these types of films as she starts monologuing. She's about to kill Neil.
Yeah.
But then Juan, the real hero of this film, swoops in, kills her, shoots her from behind.
Juan enjoys murdering ladies, doesn't he?
He does.
I say that for him. It's his wedding day, so I suppose he can. You know, you don't get that opportunity that often. But Juan, he's really taking that opportunity, isn't he? He's just murdering women all over the place.
It's a Spanish custom. You're allowed to murder as many women as you want on your wedding day.
Yeah, as long as you tell everyone it's your wedding day, you've got carte blanche.
Yeah, ooh, nice. Bit of ice cream in Spain.
Yeah, nice that.
Meanwhile, an atomic nucleus is being transported by American military police.
Yeah, of course
This scene, I will say right now, is ridiculous.
I fucking hated it.
What in the world is this
I had
shit?
no idea what's going on.
It's
Anyway,
Maya.
They actually say they're after the atomic nucleus. And he says, why, that's not possible. And I thought, exactly, it fucking isn't, is it? It's finally somebody knows what it is. But no, they don't. No.
Yeah, Maya and a group of other hench ladies, they're dressed as can-can dancers.
Yeah, it's an energy plant, isn't it? And Maya's looking at them through binoculars from a distance in a desert. And yeah, she's dressed in bright orange fucking feathery hat. And I thought, yeah, she's blending in with the fucking desert, isn't she? I'm not going to see her. Yeah, and they're all fucking dressed like that.
Yeah.
What the bloody hell's going on?
It's so they can lure the army guys from their vehicles, because you know if you're like got a job to do, army.
Yeah,
and
you're the armed forces military police with a very, very high security, top secret, fucking vital job to do.
And then you see a bunch of can dancers at the side of the road in the desert.
Oh, we've got a flat tire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would say, everyone, let's all go and help immediately. All of
Start
us.
dancing with them.
Yeah, just start flirting, immediately wanting to have sex, forgetting the atomic nucleus. That's what happens.
That was my autobiography title.
Well, all of that.
Forgetting the atomic nucleus.
All right. Immediately wanting sex, I thought it was.
Yeah, so that's also that.
That was one of the chapters in there.
That was the first chapter. And the last chapter.
Yeah, so that's what they do. Anyway, they think, well, we better go and help these women. And who would have thought it was a setup? What an elaborate setup.
It was a booby trap.
Ah!
Yeah, they end up like, I don't know what they do to him. Judo chop again?
I think it's all judo chops, yeah.
Yeah. Disabling a military policeman by a small woman judo chopping him in the neck.
Yeah, it works. And then Maya says, get out of those clothes. I thought, good, because they look ridiculous. It's massively elaborate. Surely just a group of women would have done. But
You thought that was elaborate.
Yeah, but I thought, what a stupid get-up they've all fucking worked themselves into. So get out of those clothes. And then, what they all change into, they dress up as fucking cats. The fucking hell's going on? They dress up as cats, like go-go girl dancing cats.
Yes.
The fuck?
Yes.
The fuck is going on?
And then they customize, instead of just driving off, they customize the truck.
Yeah, why weren't they just dressed like this in the first place? They would have stopped for these as well, wouldn't they? They're not going to say, oh, fuck that, there's a load of women dressed as cats, keep going.
I fucking hate cats.
Yeah, I'm allergic. Yeah, they would have just carried it there. But no, now they're all dressed as cats. And they customised the truck. And it now says Wild Pussy Club.
Yeah, which is Kenby Wild's fan club for you ladies.
And it says Wildest Pussies in the West is written on the side of the fucking truck. It's also tattooed on my inner thigh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. And then they just fuck off. They're
Ridiculous.
stealing the atomic nucleus in plain sight. They're drawing that much attention to themselves that they couldn't possibly be smuggling an atomic nucleus.
Yeah.
That's generally the plan, I think. That's the idea behind it. But what the fucking hell are they doing? They're in the middle of a desert in Malaga.
Yes. Fantastic.
Fuck's sake, that scene.
So anyway, Thanatos, they have their atomic nucleus now.
Yeah, and what the hell's it going to do? What's the point? Explain it, please.
Well, with that, they can power their ultra-high frequency magnetic waves,
Ah, brilliant.
which will cause all metal machines to stop working instantly.
Oh, no.
The world leaders will then have to give Thanatos all the gold.
They'll have to.
They're going to have to.
Yeah, they'll have to, won't they?
Yeah.
How are they going to transport it?
With...
If all their mechanical devices are frozen, they won't be able to do shit, will they? They have to carry it one at a time, form a human chain.
Yeah.
Just like one.
steam engine. I think.
Yeah, that could work.
Following up on the information revealed by Yashuko, Cunningham, he persuades Connery to travel to Tetuan. Is it Tetuan?
Yep.
Morocco, where...
Not tattooing, as we thought it was.
Yeah.
Bloody 2 moons up there. It's like,
Connery, there's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
it's like no. Sorry. That was Alex Guinness.
Yeah.
It was his brother as well, Sir Alec. His brother, Alex.
Yes.
Oh no, that's me.
Yeah, this is where Thayer, he owns a rug factory.
course he fucking does.
That was Ken's nickname in high school.
It was indeed, yeah.
Staffed exclusively by blind people. How the fuck have they found this place?
Well, I don't know, just like the blind people have, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it when they says we will have the only power. And then all their voices go weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that. Alpha's voice is just like, he must be eliminated. Like he's a Dalek. Like, they all turn a little bit Dalek-y.
Yeah.
And yeah, but this photograph arrived from Ben Ahmed, photographer. And it's come from Tetuan. He wants a plastic surgeon to visit Tetuan. And Neil Connery, he's a plastic surgeon. And that's who the photographs have been delivered to, from Ben Ahmed, photographer in Tetuan. Wow. Anyway, none of this means anything. Because he just says, go immediately to Tetuan. And he says, I don't want to. He says, tough luck. I've got a letter here from the Minister of Visiting Tetuan who says you have to. And he's like, bloody hell. All right. And as soon as he gets there, there's an assassination attempt because these two guys are there going like that. Oh, look, there he is. Let's kill him. He says, all right, then let's do that. He walks past them. They go to kill him. He spins round, beats him up. Maya's in fucking Tetuan suddenly. Thankfully, Mildred's dead, so she's not there looking for some shit in the sand.
Falls over behind like you do in high school when you push people over.
Yeah, and
someone bends over behind you.
She says, how did you know that they were going to try and kill you? And he says, you forget, I'm a lip reader.
Yeah.
And I like her line here. And she says, that's right. That's one of your achievements. He's achieved lip reading.
He has, yes.
What an achievement. Fucking idiot.
I like she's wearing a bright orange cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Really blending in.
She's blending in with the locals, isn't
Yeah.
she?
We watched them run through the streets for a bit. He invites her out to dinner. She tells him to meet her at Thayer's palace because he's throwing a party.
Yeah, Thayer actually also says, tell Alpha the assassination attempt was a success.
Hmm.
And they say, but hang on a minute, it wasn't. What, won't he be? No. He'll never know.
Why does he not want Connery dead?
I don't know.
Oh, for the plastic surgery.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes,
Yeah.
of course, yeah. Yeah, so he says, tell him it was a success. He'll never know. And then he immediately, this number 2 guy immediately says, what are these submarines doing here?
Massive military submarines in the background.
And then we cut the shot to where we can see them. And they're fucking enormous. And he says, won't that be a bit suspicious? And he says, no, they'll be gone. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, they're far enough away from the yacht.
No one will ever know that we've got 2 enormous fuck-off submarines. They'll be fine. And he says, okay, then that's fine then. Cool, nice one. Then they have the party, don't they?
Yeah.
They have a party at his big palace.
Indeed, and Beta is wearing a magnificent,
Isn't he?
beautiful.
That's a Seagal costume, right?
It's metallic gold
Looks lovely.
with a big necklace. It's like a bed sheet almost that he's wearing.
Yeah.
It's nice. Beta, he resents Alpha's control of Thanatos and he's plotting to replace him with a double. Connery, he needs him to change the man's face. And Connery says, you want your face changed? And Beta says, me? Oh no, I'm quite satisfied with my face. And my nose also.
Yeah, I don't know why he mentions that.
He's obviously not happy with it, but he's just projecting confidence, isn't he?
Yeah, it's just unnecessary to mention it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is massively.
I then looked at his nose. Said, what the fuck's he talking about? What's wrong with his nose?
Is that you from the previous scene? You're just shouting over at him. Who the fuck? You invited him from the archery fucking competition.
Why'd you mention your nose, mate? What's wrong with it? Looks all right. He's just like, shh.
Connery.
So you brought it up. No one else mentioned your bloody nose till you did. Yeah, just that. Just led away again.
Yeah.
What? He started it.
Beta is also planning to murder the hench ladies. He goes away to chat to someone, and Connery follows him and stares at him through a little portcullis or something.
It's a porthole.
Whatever.
Window in the door. It's not a portcullis.
Portcullis is a fucking castle.
We're not at the castle yet.
Sorry, yeah, look through a little
We're at
porthole.
fucking medieval times.
Connery's in a suit of armour, blending in. Luckily, the thing is, Ken, Connery understands lip reading.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's one of his achievements, isn't it? It was good that was brought up just seconds ago because we had forgotten because it was only mentioned earlier at the beginning.
Yeah, so he's lip reading and he finds out that he's planning to blow up the place and kill all these hench ladies.
Yeah, he's going to destroy the yacht. He's going to kill the bloody Wild Pussy Club. They're gone.
Kempy Wild's fan club.
I'm not happy. So, thank goodness Connery's there listening.
Connery, my note is Connery becomes the telltale tit.
Quite the tit.
And he tells Maya this information that they're going to all get killed by Gold Book Man.
You're going to be double crossed.
Yeah. And is this when we go to the rug factory?
No. First of all, he then goes to the council and says, "Gentlemen, please stand with me, and I'm going to kill Alpha." And they all go like that. No, he says, "You should really, because otherwise I'll kill you." And they go, "Okay then." Go on then. And he explains the plot. He's going to get somebody to have a face like Alpha. So Alpha will still be the head of the organisation, but it will be Beta's guy pretending to be Alpha. So he'll be running it really, but no one will know he's killed Alpha. Although everyone he's telling is the rest of the council. So everyone will know it's not Alpha. So what's the fucking point of not just killing Alpha and moving on? And then just being in charge. Who else is there that Alpha needs to be there representing the Thanatos?
Beats the hell out of me. Do you guys know?
Well, I don't know, but it seems like if he's telling everyone that's what he's going to do, why is he going to do it in the first place? Surely it's the most secretive fucking plan ever. That way, it just works. Nobody knows he's double-crossed anybody. Nobody has to keep it a secret. It just fucking makes more sense. But anyway, I'm not the evil genius around here. Beta is, apparently.
Yeah.
It's me in the background again. We're led away. Anyway, yeah. Then, right, there we go. So, Dr. E goes and tells Maya that all that shit's going to go on. And, she's in danger. She's like, fucking hell. She actually says to him, whilst he's explaining all this to her, "You read too many books by Fleming." And he's like, "Oh, what are you talking about?"
That's too meta, he says.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with that.
That's too meta for better. And Beta's just like, "Oi, shut it." Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, apparently Thea only hires blind people for his rug factory.
As you do.
Which is an actual line in the film. Which made me laugh, because I just thought, what?
Yeah.
Why?
That's massively dangerous in a rug factory.
It's dangerous. It's non-productive. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
How are they going to make a fucking rug? Who
Yeah.
does the quality control? Stevie Wonder just checking them out. He's like, that looks fine.
Just mangled into the fucking rug making machines. All of them. Not only that, but Neil Connery turns up disguised as the guy asking the questions on the bridge in Holy Grail.
He fucking does, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, it turns up as Terry Gilliam.
What is your quest?
Yeah. I didn't even know it was him to begin with.
No, he's got the eyes.
Yeah, because his eyes are all whited out. Turns out he's just looking up.
Yeah.
So, a bit like The Undertaker at the wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just doing that.
Yeah, he's come dressed as another blind Moroccan man. A weaver, if you will.
Yeah, that's what happens, though, isn't it, out there?
Yeah.
You disguise yourself as a blind man, you get hired in a rug factory.
That's it.
That's how you make your money.
Like a blind man in a rug factory, is that a saying?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it, where you just, that's what he was like. Look at him.
Wandering around like a blind man in a rug factory. That's a great saying. I love it.
Yeah, we'll use it from now on.
He discovers that the workers are in contact with dangerous radioactive materials.
Yeah, but they don't know, you see, because they're blind.
Yeah. Tells one of them, and they'll shit themselves.
Yeah, he goes like this: "You're working with radioactive materials." And he's like, "Ah!"
He's like, "I'm Moroccan, I can't understand a fucking word you're telling me."
He's like, "What?" What happened? No, the thing is, right, even though they are working with all these, all their hands are all blistered and fucking weeping sores and everything, which, if you're blind, you can't feel. I think that's what it must be.
Beautiful.
When a blind man cries.
When a blind man can't feel.
When a blind man blisters. Yeah, but it's like it's as though like being blind means he doesn't know that his hands are fucked beyond belief and like radiation burns everywhere just because he's blind.
I wish you'd have said that instead. Your hands are fucked beyond belief.
He's like, well, how am I supposed to know? I'm blind.
Yeah.
So can't you feel it? He's like, well, yeah. I thought it was part of the rug making, you know.
Yeah, I thought it was a potato until it unravelled.
You know,
Not unravelled, unrolled.
not many jobs out here, is there, for the blind that's at this rug factory?
Yeah.
There's a fucking lot of blind people there, isn't there?
There is in Morocco.
They're bloody all there, aren't
Yeah.
they? Shipping them in and all over the place. He tells him, and do you know what happens? Blind panic. Oh, yes.
Superb.
I've written it down.
Fantastic.
They all go fucking crazy, these blind people. There's like a riot.
Yeah.
But obviously they don't know what they're doing. They
Yeah,
don't know where
no
they're
one-
going.
No one can find their way out.
Just running into each other and all kinds of shit.
Neil Connery still keeps the facade up even after someone says his name to him.
Yeah, Thea.
Yeah.
Buddy Bater, he's there. He's turned up to see what's going on at his rug factory. Just checking on the blind kids. He's in there. He's just like, what's going on here? And he just goes, does all the Arabic. And he says, your Arabic is very good, Dr. Connery.
And he's like feeling him up.
Yeah, and he says it's like from the turn of the century. Shit, I only have learned the ancient Arabic of the fucking, what's it called? Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah, he's only learned the Arabic from the turn of the century because he's like ancient studies, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking crusades and all that bollocks was Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, that don't make any sense now.
I'd like to point out at this point when Neil's dressed as a blind Moroccan weaver causing panic, he's a fucking doctor. He's not a spy. He's a fucking plastic surgeon.
He's a plastic surgeon disguised as a blind Moroccan in a rug factory.
Why is the
exposing radiation?
Why has the Secret Service allowed him to do this? Why don't they send in an actual agent to do that?
Yeah, they could have sent an actual blind man in.
They could have. Or someone pretending to be blind who was at least Moroccan.
Fucking Juan, he could have gone, couldn't he, if he wasn't on his bloody honeymoon.
Anyway, Connery, he's taken away. He's taken to Big Beta's yacht.
Yeah, he's taken away because it's clearly him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's speaking to a man who recognises him, having met him several times, pretending it's not him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he covers blown.
This is where he's forced to do the procedure on the captain from the first bit of the film. He's back.
Yeah, he's number 2. I just known he was number 2 all the way through.
He's called Kurt.
All right. Kurt 2.
Kurt 2.
Kurt number 2. Captain Kurt.
Yes.
As he's known. Yeah, they've got a hidden surgery, which is weird because it's his yacht. So I don't know why he needs to hide the little surgery bit that he's got because he knows it's there and it's his.
Yeah.
But he's got it hidden away anyway behind a thing that he presses a button and it slides across. And so he's got a big glass window so he can watch the surgery if he wants to.
Nice. And as I say, the plan is to turn Kurt into an alpha lookalike. But before it can happen, Connery hypnotizes Kurt.
He does, doesn't he?
And makes him attack Beta.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Maya's getting all the girls together because they say we're all going to get killed. So, I think we better fight. And they all go, right, okay, no worries. Yeah, and he does. He hypnotizes the guy. And then he suddenly just shouts, eliminate him! At which point, he jumps off the gurney that he's about to be operated on. And it just smashes through the glass window that he's built. It was just brilliant. I fucking love people smashing through glass, especially when it's pointless like this. You got to use the door, but obviously timing's of the essence. So he smashed through the glass.
Just a bloody mess on the floor afterwards.
Just run at Thea, who's there in his bloody kimono, relaxing, having a massage. He's like, oh shit! he runs off. He's just fucking chasing him all over the place, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
We get a successful uprising from the ladies.
Of course we do.
They take over the yacht. But Beta does manage to escape.
You know that rug thing?
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
Absolutely no point whatsoever.
What's the point of messing with radioactive materials in a rug factory? What were they for?
And why would Yashuko need to know that?
Yeah,
What did he gain from being there?
What was any of that for? What were those radioactive materials for?
I have no idea. To get an atomic nucleus? I don't know.
Yeah, but that was Gamma's job.
Yeah.
How long ago did Beta start only hiring blind people in his rug factory for Ward to have known it, who died fucking weeks ago, and to have buried it in Yoshuku's brain?
But why any of this?
Exactly, yeah, but so why was that even part of what Beta was doing?
Exactly.
Fuck all to do with any of this.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, it just pissed me off. I just read me notes and just seen the blind people written again. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell was that? Anyway, yeah, so now we've got a big chase on. We've got Captain Kurt is chasing after Mr. Thayer. You've got the women having a big fight on deck with every man that's there. Because, you know, women equal good now.
Now.
Well, they were bad, weren't they? They were
were
on the side of the bad. The only reason they're good now is...
Sorry, I just fucking punched myself in the face.
Quite right. Saves me a job. Yeah, the only reason they're not bad now is because the bad guy was going to be bad to them.
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
That's how the world works, Ken.
It is, yeah. You know, bad begets bad. That's the saying.
I believe so.
Yeah, Thayer, it makes me laugh because Thayer or Beta, whichever one you want to call him, I know we keep skipping between. He locks himself in a room, run away from Captain Kurt. He locks himself in a room. Unfortunately, Captain Kurt smashes through the door instantly. Doesn't open it. The door doesn't open. He just smashes through it. It's like wood shattering everywhere. It's just like he's only been hypnotised. He's got fucking superpowers.
It breaks every bone in his body.
Smashing through wood now after just smashing through glass. He's fucking superb. Beta presses a button and some machine gun barrels come out of the ceiling just where he stood and shoot him to death. That's a specific fucking self-defense machine, isn't it? Yeah. They'd have to be stood just by the door.
Yeah.
Anyway, it works. He's dead. So there you go. You know, I'm mocking it, but it works.
Yep.
He presses another button. Half his fucking room vanishes. And it turns out he's sat in a rubber dinghy. And he escapes.
That's a cool look for your villain, isn't it?
It's fucking brilliant. I think, actually, it might have been... It was either in Dr. No or Thunderball. I think it might be Thunderball. But one of the villains actually does do that in a speedboat that's attached to the bottom of his yacht. So it looks a bit cooler than this. It's not just a dinghy in the corner. But he says the line... Jettison Cocoon, which I've always thought is a great name for a character. I'd love to be called. I'm somebody called Jettison Cocoon.
Well, Ken, that's in the film pitch.
But that's a true story from a Bond film. It's really, really. I've always thought he just presses a button and says it, and Jettison Cocoon, and he just goes, and he just sails off out from the yacht. Anyway, this guy's in a dinghy, so it looks a bit shitter.
We're going to Alpha now. He's blaming Beta for this failure and demands that he kills himself.
Yeah. Oh, incidentally, the rugs have been sent to Munich.
That's true.
Again, I'm not sure if that's part of the plot.
Yeah,
But they've been sent there for some reason.
I don't think it's ever mentioned again, is it?
Fuck knows why.
And Beta, he does the overacting of drinking poison.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
But instead it's actually Alpha who's killed.
Yeah, because what he's done... Remember that life-size statue of Perseus? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what Beta's somehow done is, even though it's made of bronze, he's had it adapted so it actually fires out Perseus's sword in a projectile sword. How the hell he's managed this, we don't know. But it stabs Alpha to death.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it just shoots Alpha dead.
Which means that Beta is now in total control of Thanatos.
It's not overly subtle, is it?
No.
Now, I mean, obviously, I know that his plan's gone awry, seeing as the guy's not going to have plastic surgery or anything, but it's a bit more obvious, isn't it? Now that everyone's just sat and watched him do it, even though everyone there already knew he was going to do it because he said he was going to do it, so I don't know what the fucking point of any of this is. Still. Then, right, yes, off we go. Where are we off to now?
We're meeting Juan in Munich.
That's right. And I'll tell you the reason he didn't die of that poison. Because he'd taken a Moroccan drug to protect himself from an immunity from there.
Inconceivable.
It's amazing stuff. Anyway, we're in Munich now, where I believe the rugs have been sent for reasons we cannot fucking understand.
I think it's just for a bit later on.
Is it just a power? Is the radiation being put into rugs so then the rugs can go to Munich and they can then extract the radiation from the rugs again?
I just thought it was so they could locate where the castle is using the Geiger counter later.
Well, yeah, that's a plot device, but no, in the plot, I mean, in the actual
There's a
film.
fucking plot.
In the actual film, why have they gone to Munich? In the rugs. Why is he sending rugs to Munich? Why doesn't he make rugs in Munich?
Because there's not many blind people in Munich. I don't know if you've ever been.
You'd source them somehow.
I could ship
Surely
them
you
over from
could.
Morocco.
Yeah, they
Easier
wouldn't
to
know,
ship
would they? Ain't got a
people
fucking
over.
clue where they are.
Ship people over from Morocco than radioactive rugs.
That's true.
That would have been a good band name. Ken B. Wild and the radioactive rugs.
Yeah, anyway, we're in Munich. Maya's there. So's fucking Juan, somehow. He's still banging on about his wedding. I don't know how fucking long ago that would have been.
Yeah.
Saying that, we wanted to come here for on our honeymoon, but, my wife will kill me if she finds out I'm here without her.
Yeah.
It's like, she sounds a bastard.
They're also joined by Dexy's Midnight Runners, it looks like.
Here they come.
It's the Scottish members of the Monte Carlo Archery Club.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, what the fuck are they all doing there? Well, they don't know either, because they actually say, "Why? What are we doing here? Why have you brought us here?" And we don't know at this point, but they're there anyway.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it.
Neil Connery has taken total control over this whole operation and shipped in his band of fucking archery buddies
I've
for a
literally
holiday.
written that note. Why is he in charge of this? He's a fucking plastic surgeon.
They've brought them over from Monte Carlo with their archery tournament gear on, all dressed now as fucking, I don't know, little fucking goat boys from the hills.
Yeah. Cans of iron brew, heroin,
Yeah, Scots on tours.
scotch. Fantastic.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's a long-range Geiger counter in the chopper, and they found he's on Highway 7 to Istanbul. Is apparently where they're going to go. There's a Highway 7 goes from Munich to Istanbul. That's where they think they're going to take all these radioactive rugs for reasons we cannot possibly imagine.
I had a laugh out loud moment coming up. It might even be now.
Is it a new outfit?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it fucking is. We cut to Beta and all of his henchmen dressed.
Fucking all dressed like this.
I was thinking of Pleasance and Puma Man.
It's Puma Man vibes all over again.
But-
it's the way of the world. If you're a bad guy in world domination, this is what you
This
go
is the
for.
outfit. Whereas Pleasance had a black leather outfit, these guys have got a burnt orange leather uniform.
Yeah.
Very similar to what Pleasance
It's
wore.
lovely. Bit of red on there, bit of black, but it's lovely. And they're all fucking dressed like
Fuck
that.
me, I laughed out loud when I saw that.
And they already know what their plan is. They already know that they're in a chopper with a Geiger counter tracking the fucking
Rugs,
thing. So
yeah.
what's the point of any of it?
Ridiculous.
Anyway, when they say, he says, well, that's fine. He can do all that because as soon as we press this button on the magnetic wave, that helicopter will crash. So, fuck it.
Should we press it now? Absolutely not. No.
No. Well, we'll set a counter.
Yes, we're going to need a counter, aren't we?
We'll set a countdown for it.
We've got to do this properly. We're bad guys.
So they'll give him plenty of time to land, which it does because they say, look, there's that castle, let's land. So they do. He presses the countdown and it's 120 seconds. And that countdown is out loud every second.
God, yeah.
Every second it says 120, 119, 118. So somebody's fucking recorded that.
Oh, God.
But yeah, it's out loud. So we don't just get the digital countdown. We actually get somebody in their like lair. They are all listening to somebody count down from 120. Fucking annoying.
How does Connery find out where the secret entrance is?
It just does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the camera. Because he says, oh, he's here. And he says, let him in. Which is an unusual thing for the bad guy to say, but he does. He just let him in.
Yeah.
which is, because it is locked, isn't it? It's a secret entrance, but they say let him in, so he does. They just let him in.
Fantastic. He tells Maya to go back, go get reinforcements.
Yeah.
So she does.
I've written the words, and I think they must have been said in the film. Otherwise, it's very unusual for me to write it down, unless it's a new band name I was thinking of. Alternate vibrators.
I can't remember that being in the film.
I'm pretty sure that somebody says it.
Okay, then. It's not your shopping list.
Well, the next bit I've got is Maya's belt inflates. Which it does, because she's on her way back now. So thanks for coming. But off you go.
Yeah.
Her belt inflates and she uses it as a spear. What the fuck was that? She takes off her belt, right, which is obviously still in belt form. Then she twists it so it it goes like it rock solid. It solidifies, and then she throws it through somebody. What? And you know what? The thing is, the bloke she throws it through wasn't even looking. He was facing the other way. Why didn't she just go and hit him over the head with something?
Or just fucking walk past him.
He's just facing the opposite way. And she's inflated her belt and thrown it through him. So what's the fucking point?
Fucking hell. I love these Euro spy films.
Anyway, yeah, that's what she does. It wasted time and effort. Anyway, get back to the chopper. She's back in the chopper now. Connery gets jumped by the guards. She lands the chopper straight away. She's just wherever she needed to be, which looks like a car park near a shop.
Yeah.
She goes in.
Makes a phone call.
She says, I want to speak to London. And he says, well, I don't see how. And she says, have you got a telephone? And he's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, anyway, yeah. So she has. She gets on the phone. They press the magnetic wave. All machinery down, including telephones.
Yes.
So, everyone just stops. Cars are stopping outside. We get to see that. We get to see things just stop working. Like jet skis, aren't they? Like little jet skis stopping in the middle of Munich.
Yeah. Dogs and cats living together.
Yeah. Perfect harmony. We may see it one day. And that's it. That's it. It's
the end of the film.
Yeah. She was right in the middle of telling him the location of the headquarters.
Who's she talking to? Cunningham?
Bloody Cunningham and Maxwell. She was right about, she says, the location of the secret headquarters is... That's when the magnetic wave hits.
Mm.
Yeah.
The magnetic wave.
It's the magnetic wave.
And also, another thing, guns. Magnetic guns, electric guns. Mm-hmm. They are not operational either.
No, because they run on electricity, don't they?
Yeah, when you shoot a gun, it's like electric.
That's right.
So it's bows and arrows.
Thankfully, there's some horse-drawn sleds around. So she gets on one of them and she fucks off back to where she was a minute ago in the castle.
Does she get the fucking all of the Scottish?
Sure, she bloody does.
Are they all pissed up by now?
Yeah, no, they've come out of the bar.
Yeah,
come out of the bar looking for some bloody archery action. Yeah. They're in the right place. Yeah. Meanwhile, Beta's showing off in doing his look, Mr. Connery.
I'm juggling. Look,
we can watch all this on my anti-magnetic equipment, which I have, which explains why this is still working. Anyway, take him away. Yeah. Then we get to see Maya and the archery men. They're all on horseback riding to save the day. Dr. Connery employs hypnosis once again on the guard. And and then they have a big fight.
Yeah.
I'm getting a beer. Fucking hell.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
The archers, they end up attacking Beta's henchmen. We get the big.
The henchmen all seem to be armed with harpoons.
Yes.
Because the guns don't work, as was sung by the Verve.
The Verve.
I believe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so they've got harpoons. So it's for the classic. Who would win in a fight? Archers or harpoonists? Well, we get to find out. And as an added bonus, I believe the henchmen are all dressed as Mario from Super Mario Brothers. We're not sure why, but they've got they're just dressed as plumbers.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but that's their outfit. I mean, I don't know if they got berets on. They should have.
Yeah.
They're henchmen after all.
Yeah, they look ridiculous without them.
But still, yes, there's a big fight in an underground cave.
Yeah.
Just
Wan's there.
like real Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, but shitter.
Yeah, but terrible.
Yeah.
One gives Connery an anti-magnetic explosive.
And the ultimate wedgie. Right up there.
And a wet willy, but
He's like, woo! Yeah, he's no stranger to those.
anti-magnetic explosive could just be dynamite, couldn't it?
Yes. Could be anything explosive, really. I mean, it doesn't need electric, does it?
No, it's guns. Why aren't the fucking guns working? You don't charge a gun.
I do.
Yeah, he's like, Connery, it's up to you, the plastic surgeon. Not you just hang back and fucking maybe
Not
go and...
me, the actual spy who's already got the device. I'll give you it.
You need to stop this magnetic wave. Don't you see? Don't you see, Neil? It's you.
Well, I'll tell you what they didn't plan on. Beta getting his bow and arrow out. Remember, he was quite good at archery.
Not bad.
He's not that bad. He doesn't give a shit about it, as he's explained twice. He's already said, I couldn't give a fuck about archery.
Yeah.
Yeah, which led me on to another rant, which was edited out. It's like, so neither of you want to win this competition. What are you fucking doing here? I run this every year, right? And you turn up, you're not fucking bothered. You're dressed like a fucking twat, Connery. Said in you, where's your kimono? Said on the invitation, kimonos only, dickhead.
Yeah, which is one of our albums.
Kimonos only.
Just me and you on the front in kimonos.
That was some soft jazz, wasn't it? Anyway, yeah, so he's quite good at archery, although he fucking hates it.
We get an archery duel, don't we?
Yeah.
That's unusual for...
It is unusual for anything. You're going to say for a film, but in anything, in life, any time, that's an unusual thing.
You know, like a shootout in the Old West. That'd have been a bit shitter if it was archery.
I'd imagine out in the Native Americans is exactly how they did have their duels.
High noon.
Don't you think?
Maybe.
Yeah, high noon, sitting bull.
They end up like scrapping on the floor at one point, Connery and
Well, they do
Beta.
because Beta's got a bow and arrow drawn right on Connery. Connery runs into the room.
He's like, oh,
He runs
who
into the
drew
room.
this?
Like a cock and balls on his head. he runs into the room and he's already got it there. He's primed. He's got the arrow. He's got pulled back, ready. And somehow Connery outdraws him and fires first. How does that happen? He's not even stood primed. He's just stood with it in his other hand.
He knew it was going to happen because he read his lips before he got into the
I'm
room.
about to shoot him with my bow and arrow. Can't wait for him to arrive.
Yes.
Is what he was whispering.
Yeah, he's looking through the porthole,
Yeah,
just
through
reading his
the
lips.
bloody portcullis.
Fucking knew it.
Although he's in the castle now, so maybe he's got one.
Fuck's sake. I can't edit the other bit out now because you fucking mentioned it again.
Looking straight through the pork cutlet.
Pork cutlet.
Yeah. Ooh, yum yum. Yeah, he's in Munich, isn't he?
They do the whole like, you know, like in westerns where they both got them drawn with a close up of the eyes. They do that now.
They do.
They fire. Connery winces, and so does Beta, but then looks like he's masturbating when he just lifts his head up.
He's the masturbator after all.
Yeah, and it turns out that Neil Connery has shot Beta in the chest with his bow and arrow,
Holy fuck.
and Beta has only shot Neil Connery in his arm.
Of which he's got two.
Yeah, and Beta's dead, falls to the floor dead.
Can't believe that. Can't believe it. You'd expect better for Beta.
Yeah.
A better death.
Yeah,
You expect him to explode or something.
yeah, not shot with an arrow.
Nah.
Through his fucking leather outfit as well, of all things.
Yeah, you'd expect that better protection, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Connery and Meyer and the rest of the Dexys Midnight Runners, they escape from the base. And obviously...
One of them stops, shouts, "Come on, Eileen." She was lagging behind. Thank you.
That was another one of your films.
Yeah. A documentary, that one.
And the base obviously explodes.
Yeah, and looking at the explosion, explodes half of Europe as well, doesn't it? It's a fucking big explosion, that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We cut away. And
Yeah, that's the end of the plot, by the way. We just now have a little epilogue, a little light-hearted one. You know, like at the end of Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those, but still massively shitter.
Commander Cunningham, he wants to recruit Neil Connery as a permanent agent, but Connery uses his hypnotic powers.
He does, yeah.
He bridges his fingers, makes him forget that he's asking him what he's asking him.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Why? Why does he just say no?
Yeah.
Has he got another letter? Has he got a letter from his mum saying he has to? Yeah, well, unfortunately, Dr. Connery, your mother has said you do have to be a spy from now on, like your brother.
Yeah, I like it when they were discussing the plan earlier on, and they were saying like, "Your brother, he's over here." Like they pointed out where he is on the map, like he's gone somewhere. I love that they keep mentioning, but not by name.
Of course not. Anyway, yeah, so he forgets what he's doing there, and he's just like, "What the bloody hell am I doing here talking to you? You're not the real Connery."
Yeah,
and he just goes, "Ha, ha."
convinces Commander Cunningham he's got like Alzheimer's.
Yeah, he's fucking mental. Kicks him off his boat, and then it's just like, "Ready, girls? Let's go!" And they set sail.
Yeah,
to the fucking song.
The song plays.
The song comes back on,
much to the delight of no one.
I loved it.
The credits roll.
Turned it right up.
And that's the end of the film.
Yeah, thank fuck for that.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
So what did you think, Ken? Your first viewing of it?
To be honest, it was fucking amazing.
Yeah?
I really liked it.
I know.
It was just fucking so stupid.
Yeah.
The whole thing was mental.
Yeah.
It's an insane
I think that's what you
film.
said. You text me saying this film is fucking mental.
Yeah, it's insane. All of it. The fact that he's got super skills of fucking plastic surgery, hypnosis, and lip reading. What the fuck? Who's written that?
It's never
Who's
ever
decided those are the three things that he's going to be good at?
And it's never ever come in handy more than on this mission. He would be shit in any other mission except this one.
Exactly. Hypnotising fucking Japanese women so he could like reconstruct their face. What's the point? What's the point of that? Using ancient Tibetan techniques. Why does he know them? When was he in Tibet learning that? For what? His plastic surgery fucking business?
Yeah.
Why? Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. None of it makes sense. You know, why don't they get his brother to do it?
Exactly. He's already on the mission.
He's there. He's fucking halfway there already, look.
Yeah.
Why don't you get him to do it? He ain't got those skills. He's never needed them. He's got a fine-tuned art of seduction. That's when they went, Sean. That's when you need him.
Yeah.
Bloody Neil hypnotising women just so he could have sex with them.
With his little fucking goatee.
Yeah, with his little bloody beard. Anyway, I thought it was really good fun. Absolutely stupid from start to finish. The song is fucking outrageous. Yeah. Really enjoyed the song. I laughed as soon as that song started. So I thought, Jesus.
That's so high.
Bloody hell, love.
Yeah, brilliant.
Calm yourself.
He's just like, Jesus.
Yeah, that was awful. Yeah, the Bond villain, the whole 7 minutes of nobody speaking, but the plot unravelling in front of you, just in silence with music playing.
And yet that's lauded in The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. For there just being silence at the beginning, you know.
Oh, yeah, they do. Once Upon a Time in the West as well, isn't it? Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah,
At the train station.
Yeah, but that's building tension. This is not.
Yes. This is a ridiculous song and everyone dressed like gimps.
Yeah, this is not that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just it's a true bizarre film. Very much.
That could only come from Europe.
Yeah, it's just one of those where you just think, what the fucking hell is this? And then we just go, yeah, that'll do.
There's a certain level of like campy, I don't know, with the, you know, like we did the Jaws rip-off.
Oh, yeah.
That had that as well,
Yeah,
that
the
feel.
Last Shark,
the Last Shark of just campiness, and this has the same. Just feels different, doesn't it, these Euro films?
Yeah, I mean, this one's more intentional, I think. I don't think that one. I think that was a serious attempt at a killer shark film. This is just, it's just nonsense, isn't it? But you get a lot of Bond people who just do it.
Yeah.
They'll be like, yeah, okay. They must have got permission as well to be in this. You'd think Bernard Lee and Maxwell, especially Lois Maxwell and Bernard Lee, because they were still in Bond films.
Yeah,
the other two, they were three. Sorry, they were Bond villains in one. Except one guy who was in fucking three.
Yeah,
it's different character, different evil guys in that. That's impressive, isn't it? Yeah, so surely they must have got permission to do this.
Yeah,
I know it's not licensed or anything, and they never mention it, but it's fucking hell, they must have got something.
So where's this? Is this a bad movie? Is this being
Of course
included
it's a
in
fucking bad movie.
in the bad movie cult?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no question about it. It's a fucking enjoyable bad movie, I'll give it that, but it's not a good movie at any stretch, is it?
No.
Nothing's good,
Yeah.
except the badness.
And I agree, which means that Operation 007, Operation Kid Brother, O.K. Connery,
O.K. Connery.
is the newest member of the bad movie cult. Welcome, Neil.
Welcome, Dr. Neil Connery.
That's been put to bed. Shall we move on to today's film pitch?
Oh, mama.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
So what I've got, Ken, is I'm thinking
Oh, go on.
a spy movie. We've not done one yet.
Okay, I like it.
Jettison Cocoon is the name of the
Yes.
main man.
Of course it is. Good to have him here at last. I'm thinking that. Fucking years, man.
Yeah.
Who's playing Jettison Cocoon?
I was thinking maybe John Hamm.
Oh, what a great casting. He's in.
Yeah, that's not bad, right? John Hamm.
Yeah. As Jettison Cocoon.
Jettison Cocoon. Right, we need, like Pussy Galore and,
Oh, I do.
Ivana Hump a lot and all them lot.
Yeah, that was a bit more of a spoof.
I've got Jugs Ahoy.
Jugs Ahoy. I like it.
She's a salty sailor.
How salty.
That is what Cocoon asks his handler when he's introduced to her. Played by John Hamm.
No, we can't have him.
John Hamm plays everyone.
That's not going to work, is it?
Played by
Who's got tits? That's what we need to be thinking
and
about.
knows how to use them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does anyone have big tits anymore? Email in badmoviecall@gmail.com.
Hot take. Where's all the tits gone?
What a couple of hot takes we've had in this episode.
I'm still
Why is
learning
everyone
what they are.
Why is everyone so fat and where are all the tits
Why has
gone?
nobody got tits?
There's two right here.
I'm still learning what hot takes are.
Right.
I think my first two are pretty good, right?
Not bad.
Oh, yes, hit the ground running. Okay, who has got tits then?
Salma
Of
Hayek.
course Salma Hayek's got tits, but I didn't want to keep mentioning her. I'm thinking her. You
All
know
the time.
You know I'm fucking thinking her. Jugs Ahoy, Salma Hayek. Of course it fucking
Rolls off the tongue, so to
Jesus
speak.
Christ. Yes. Michael Douglas.
No offence, Michael. If you still have a tongue.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
I mean, they had someone called Christmas, didn't they? One of them was it Denise Richards?
It was indeed, yeah. I thought Christmas only came once a year. Dirty Pierce. He can be in. We've got a character called Dirty Pierce.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan.
Played by...
Yeah.
I like it. The name's Bond. That's how he used to say it. Isn't it?
Yeah.
James Bond. Just like used to exhaling at all times, Pierce Brosnan.
We need a bad guy.
Dirty Pierce. Is he a villain?
No, he's an informant. He's an undercover agent.
Like it.
He's a tramp.
He was a former
Yeah.
agent, gone rogue off the grid.
Yeah, he's on the register.
Lives in a warehouse
Yeah.
squatting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what he's doing when we see him?
Dirty.
He's having the shit.
That's why he's called Dirty Pierce.
That's brilliant. Obviously, head of the agency,
Yeah.
Carl Weathers.
Yes, of course. I'll be writing down anyway, but go on.
Yeah, Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
We need a tech guy who comes up with all the gadgets.
Rick Moranis.
Absolutely.
What could he be called? Gadget.
Dick Bush.
No, we need to save Dick Bush.
We do.
We're not wasting Dick Bush on Rick Moranis. No offense, Rick.
What about Geppetto?
Yeah, okay. Why not? Who's playing that? Rick Moranis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he invents, doesn't he? He creates.
He does, yeah, you're right.
Little wooden boys, that's all he offers you. All he offers Jettison Cocoon.
Fucking useless with Geppetto. What the fuck?
Just dressed like him from Pinocchio as well.
So I'm trying.
Fucking leather
I'm
apron.
trying, Jettison. I'm trying. Fucking rubbish. Every time I come here, it's a little wooden boy. Sick of it.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Right, we need a villain.
We do need a villain. Against John Hamm.
We need somebody extravagant. An extravagant villain.
Hugh Grant.
Oh, he could be extravagant, couldn't he? I quite like that idea of Hugh Grant being in one.
Yeah,
He's done many villainy, has he? Has he done
I
much?
think so. Golly, gosh, golly.
Yeah, crikey.
Yeah,
That kind of thing.
yeah. That's what he usually does.
Yeah, but he'd be good. I think, right, Hugh Grant, we give him a goatee beard, not a little fucking goat. We could also have one of
Would
them.
you stop saying this? Stop giving people goats.
He could also have a little goat.
He could.
He could, couldn't
He could.
There's no reason he can't.
Instead of a white cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just on his knee, stroking a goat. And he could be called the Goat.
Yeah.
Calls himself the Goat, the greatest of all time. That acronym.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Excellent.
So he just calls himself the Goat.
Yeah.
The Giddy Goat.
That's when he's happy.
Yeah. No, he could be called that derogatory. Somebody could call him a giddy goat. He doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So can he just be called the Goat?
The goat.
Right, he's in. I think he'd be good. And he's got a goatee beard.
Yeah. Horns.
Could have his hair up in horns, couldn't he? Like in Maleficent. What was that film?
I don't know.
Angelina Jolie. She's got big fucking horns of hair horns.
Oh, nice. Well, there we go then.
think.
Like flock of seagull style.
That kind of shit, yeah.
That'll look good, won't it? That'll be intimidating.
Yeah, because in silhouette, it's like the fucking bloody Tim Curry in Legend, isn't it? In silhouette.
Yeah.
But it comes down to it, it's just his hair.
Oh, God.
So he's got a goat. He's got a goatee beard. He's got horn hair.
Yeah.
He's fucking brilliant. I like the idea of that. And he's got hooves.
Yeah.
4 hooves.
Yeah. Look at my hooves. Look at
Yeah.
my hooves.
And he's a goat from the waist down.
Nice. That's ridiculous.
It
None of
doesn't
that.
have to be. No. That was just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
No, he's not then. He's just called the Goat. He's got a goat and got a little goatee beard.
Yeah.
We could do the hair if you want. We could, or you could just be a helmet he wears.
And he's also got like a little, like a henchman.
Called,
You know, like Odd Job and Jaws, and people like, we need one of them.
yeah.
Maybe Hans Rendezvous. Could German.
Well, Rendezvous's French, isn't it?
So, first name's Hans.
Why?
Why not?
Is he of German French descent?
Yeah, you don't know where he's from.
Well, one of them two, isn't it?
Maybe. And that's played by Christoph Waltz.
Fucking hell. That's a big name for a bloody supporting role, isn't it?
Well, this is the interesting character, isn't it? He was supporting roles in...
Okay. You want him to be called Hans Rendezvous?
Yeah,
Why?
it's just one that we'd written down.
Okay, well, he's in.
Mind you, he has been in Bond as well, so we've also got that, like in O.K. Connery, where we bring people from the Bond world in, and we've got Dirty Peters.
What's his name? Christoph Waltz.
Yeah.
Oh, I've spelled that wrong.
Right, so we've spent all the budget on Christoph Waltz. I guess they all just sit in a room.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
So what could the goat's plan be? It's world domination, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it bloody is. Using goats?
Yeah. Yes. If you kill all the goats in the world, the ecosystem, he wants to be the only goat.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's using goats to overrun government.
Oh, that makes more sense. Get it down, yes. Excellent.
He's infiltrating NATO with goats.
How?
He's dressing them up in clothes.
Slowly replacing everyone.
Yeah. Because he's got Hans Rendezvous is a plastic surgeon.
Yes, he is.
And he's making these goats look more human. And they're replacing world leaders.
Yeah.
And the goat has got telepathic control over the goats.
I like it.
So they're all voting his
Through
way.
ancient Tibetan
Yeah,
Total
exactly.
Recall.
Yeah. Ah,
I'm
a goat.
I am not a goat.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
So it's up to Jettison Cocoon, Jugs Ahoy, Carl Weathers, Rick Moranis,
and Dirty Pierce.
and Dirty Pierce on the inside.
Yep. To stop these goats.
Yeah. Dirty Pierce is like a homeless person, but he has all the connections.
Yeah. It's from when he was in the service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before he went mental.
Yeah, and dropped off the grid.
Yeah. So how does Jettison Cocoon... Has he got any, like, cool gadgets? Has he got a cool car?
Yeah, he's got a little wooden boy. That Geppetto
He
made
does,
him.
yeah.
He's made him one of them.
It's just in every shot with him.
He drives around with him in his car in a little like child seat, a booster seat in the back.
Brilliant.
That's all he's got from him. That's all he's got from Geppetto. Tell me he's fucking useless.
That's a fucking mental crossover. Pinocchio and James Bond.
It's just in the back.
That's fucking amazing. Yep. So, how does he stop him then?
He basically
Does he kill Christoph Waltz?
he falls from a height, but we don't know if he's dead.
Right, you never see him die.
No. He just falls into some clouds.
Into the clouds? Oh,
yeah,
from height,
because he's high up.
Yeah.
And he just falls, like, he just vanishes into the clouds, and we don't know what happened. Maybe an end of credits extra scene
Yeah.
where he's okay,
Nice.
because there's bouncy castle or something underneath.
Very good.
Don't know.
And the goat, does he die?
Of course he doesn't.
He doesn't die.
End of credits scene. He's not
Just
dead.
loads of them.
he's not dead. There's loads of bouncy castles, isn't there?
Yeah, well, there is, yeah.
There is. What his next
I
film
bet
could
there's
be
more
about.
bouncy castles than you think.
There probably is, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of goats as well. If you think, I bet if you think how many goats there might be,
I
bet
think
there's
if they
probably
all
more.
if they all organised, they could probably overthrow government.
I reckon they could, couldn't they?
Yeah, especially with plastic surgery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you let them loose with that, I think this is possibly like it's a warning, if nothing else. You got the eco theme to it as well, because this is a warning of what could happen if goats had plastic surgery done on them
Yeah.
and could be telepathically controlled.
What could this film be called?
Oh, that's a good one.
Need a James Bond style title.
The go-to butted me. That's too much, isn't it? Goat finger? Oh, no. No.
No.
I don't want that one.
The Man with the Wooden Boy.
Man with the wooden goat.
He hasn't got he's got a wooden boy.
He has, yeah.
The Man with the Wooden Boy. That's the name of it, get it down.
Because that's not integral to the plot. He just has one. He's just got one. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't play a part in the film.
It's in every scene.
Yeah, I know, but he's just got it.
It's not like the thought.
It's like when he's running in a high-speed chase.
I like the thought you're seeing.
He's got him in a papoose on his back.
I was thinking you'd see the thing running, and then he was working him with the strings as he's running himself.
He hasn't got time for that. Fucking secret agents. He's strapped him to his back, or he's not taking him. And he has to take him. He's not leaving him on his own. It's not fair. So yeah.
Does he get kidnapped by the goat at one point and held hostage? The goat, the wooden boy.
The wooden boy. I suppose he could.
No sort of movements, or the kid gets it.
I don't know. Would we do that to him? That'd be a heart wrenching, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, exactly.
For Jettison.
And then maybe Jettison Cocoon can. Maybe he's got like a watch that shoots like toothpaste.
Why?
For the morning. For his morning routine. He's made that one himself.
Yeah, but
It's basically a watch with a tube of toothpaste.
he just like hits the toothpaste. He just straps some toothpaste to his hand.
To his wrist. Yeah.
And
With
put
a
a
watch.
watch over the top. Okay.
that he wears at all times.
I understand the use of it, but what's he use it for here?
He just hits it and it fires and hits the goat in the eyes.
Okay. He doesn't like that, does he?
No, and then he gets the floss round his
Ties
neck.
him up.
Just round his neck.
Like a garrote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Where's he
Yeah.
getting that from? Where's he got that coiled?
His watch.
He's got that coiled up there as well.
Yeah, around the rim.
He's got his whole bloody morning routine around that wrist, doesn't
Yeah.
he? Okay. I don't see why not. I see why this couldn't be used.
What do you reckon? Or could that be to get rid of Christoph Waltz?
What, who doesn't like dental hygiene?
Yeah,
He's
because
allergic.
nah. Well, it hits him with the toothpaste, garrots him, and then he falls through the
Falls
clouds
into the
into
clouds.
the bouncy castles. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay then. He's
Yeah.
out of there. So how does he get rid of the goat?
Maybe he's got like a projectile from his shoe.
He throws the wooden boy at him.
No, because he's got him. Oh no, was that Christoph Waltz?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's because he's got toothpaste, doesn't
Yeah,
he? He throws him at him.
and he's like, whoa, like
Yeah,
moving him around like
Yeah.
the arms.
yeah, because he's got him off Christoph Waltz, so he's got him off Hamm's rendezvous, and he's there, and he's hugging him, and that's when the goat comes in and says, Jettison Cocoon, so good of you to come, and does all that business. And he throws the wooden boy at him, and it hits him in the head, and he's like, ow, fucking hurts.
That really hurt.
Yeah, that really hurt. Why? Why have you done that? And that's the distraction he needs to rugby tackle him into the clouds.
Maybe there's just a trap door, a lever. He throws his like shoe at it
Yeah.
to hit the button.
He's he's got a projectile in his shoe, like you said.
Yeah.
But it's hairbrush. Just going with morning routine.
Yeah,
What
hair
else?
dryer in the other
Yeah,
one.
Yeah. Got some fucking big shoes, haven't he?
Big shoes to fill is what they say.
Yeah. And then you got Phil. You're like that. What? What am I going to
Always
do?
get these.
What am I going to do with these?
It's just a hair dryer and fucking hairbrush with his shoes.
Probably. It'd probably be easier.
One of his fucking gadgets is his household.
It'd probably be easier to just take that with him in a bag rather than having his fucking another hidden in his shoes.
Super secret agents only gadgets is his morning routine. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Great. So yes, Ken, you're right. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Hair dryer, shoe. What?
Yeah, so he flicks his hairdryer, blows him off the cliff.
Yes. Or he's tied to a chair, Jettison Cocoon, and he uses the hairdryer to propel him.
Chairs on wheels.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he can't reach, so he gets the extra length from the hairbrush to press the button with his shoe.
What button?
The button to drop the goat through the floor into the clouds.
Why is he stood on the trapdoor though?
Because he got hit by the wooden boy.
So he stumbled back.
Yeah.
And whilst he stumbled back, he's had time to propel himself with his hairdryer shoe and then extend his leg with his hairbrush shoe, press a button that unleashes the trapdoor, and he's not had time to move. He's just like, I'm so befuddled, says Hugh Grant.
He's wrestling with the wooden boy, isn't he?
Does the wooden boy not? He can't fall through as well.
No. He's hanging on. When you look down.
He's just hanging on to the edge of the trapdoor.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
He's holding on to
The floss.
Cocoon's tie.
How big's that? It's fucking. He's on the other side of the room, isn't he? Pressing the button.
Yeah.
It's got a really long time. Has that ever come in useful before? No.
No.
That's a fucking lucky break, isn't it? How long is it? Like 12 foot.
It's just never mentioned, but
Okay. Yeah, you could have a 12-foot tie on. Yeah, of course he goes a secret agent. Isn't he? He's got loads of stuff we don't know about. A fucking hairdryer in his shoe. The least ridiculous thing is he's got a long tie on. Is it always visible? Is it always visible?
Yeah.
Dragging behind him. And
he wakes up with it. He wears it with his pajamas.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, so that's what,
John Hamm will do this one.
He's got that then, yeah. He's got a really long tie on. Right. Right, then there we go. Are we done?
I think so. We better be.
Yeah, cool. Nice one. And that's the story.
It's the man with the wood.
Man with the wooden boy. The new spy thriller coming your way soon.
To go head to head with MGM's James Bond franchise. He's got a hairdryer shoe and a long tie and a little wooden boy he takes around with him.
And there we go. We'll get onto that as soon as possible. And hopefully we'll get that made. Right, what are we doing next?
We need to end the episode.
Right, let's end it with that. We can't get any better than that.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode, everybody. And what did you think? Let us know. The email address is badmoviecult@gmail.com. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. You want to discuss this week's episode with other cult members, you can. You just need to search the Bad Movie Cult discussion group on Facebook. All links will be available in the show notes. If you enjoyed the podcast and are wondering how to support us, we ask that you please like, follow, subscribe to us on whatever platform it is you listen to us on. And if you can leave us a rating or review, it's a massive help in getting us found by new listeners. You can find all previous episodes as well as written reviews of films not covered on the podcast on our website. That's www.badmoviecult.com. And we'll be back next week with another movie review, deep dive and film pitch right here on the Bad Movie Cult podcast. Goodbye, Kenneth.
Goodbye, everybody.
He thrills me, he kills me, he gives me the feeling maybe it's love. He charms me, disarms me when he looks in my eyes and tells me it's love. He haunts me, he wants me, he knows how to make a girl fall in love. He tells me he loves me, and I look in his eyes and give him my love. He seems to be the one for me, the one for me. Anyone can see he is the man for me. He seems to be the one for me.
Alternate vibrators.